Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of EmpireJeff TV. I am your host, EmpireJeff, back with another episode. The NBA trade deadline is here, the day of. Good morning if you're on the West Coast. Maybe perhaps good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. And if you're in the Midwest, it's still morning. So good morning to everyone out here, man. It's going to be an exciting day, I think, as far as just covering it. And it may not be as exciting as far as transactionally as people want, but this is my first trade deadline covering on YouTube, so now I'm going to have some fun with it. We had a flurry of moves this morning, which was kind of expected. I mentioned that last night. Teams would call, say good morning, check in on people. Things would start flying. I also told you that as soon as the Knicks basically started putting out word that they have settled on a move, that things were going to start to fly, and that is exactly what happened. As soon as New York zeroed in on that deal with Detroit, the rest of the league caught wind of it, and things started to pop off. So go New York, go New York, go for the, if at anything, just for getting the trade season started this morning, because once teams knew that they were moving Fournier's money and actually got that deal done without a first, but that freed up the rest of the market to get moving now. So that lowered the price potentially on Bruce Brown, keeps the Lakers involved in that. There's a lot of things that can still pop off between now and 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. There were a couple trades this morning that were kind of curious to me. Some that made sense, some that didn't. The Toronto and Utah trade didn't make a ton of sense for me of Kelly Olynyk going there, unless they're maybe looking to flip him somewhere else before the deadline expires. So that's an interesting move. Like I said, the Dallas getting Daniel Gafford was not really a surprise to me. Remember, I talked to you guys last night. I said Dallas is working on a bunch of different things, and there was kind of layers to it. They had to go find draft compensation elsewhere to appease Washington to get that deal done. They did that via OKC. So I talked about that last night, that Dallas was working on something. It was this one and another one. They pivoted to this one. They have been trying to get Kuzma bad. Like, they were going after Kuzma. Washington just wasn't having it, at least in a deal with them. So once they kind of very similar to last year when the Lakers were negotiating with Washington on Kuzma or Rui, and then Washington was like, look, whichever one we decide to keep, you can have the other. And that's how the Rui came to happen. So this one was kind of like the Mavs were talking to him about Kuz as well, but we're ready to pivot to Gafford. That framework basically worked out there. So once Washington finally convinced Dallas that they weren't going to move Kuzma, then Dallas went ahead and made that move for Gafford. Good move for them. Good move for them indeed. But the big one of the morning, New York sending Alex Burks, Alex Burks and Bogey from the Pistons, man, for Quentin Grimes, two future second-round picks, Flynn and Evan Fournier, and what's his dude's name? I can't pronounce his name. What is it? Archidona, whatever it is. So my bad. Totally butchering that. But that was the move. That was the clog, kind of, if you will, of New York moving that Fournier deal and potentially giving up a first-round pick at some point, which they didn't do. And that one got that deal done. The other one that surprised me, I guess it doesn't, in hindsight, it's not really a surprise because Sam Presti was doing Sam Presti things. And that's Gordon Hayward to OKC for Trey Mann, Bertans, and Mitchell there. So, man, I was really, really hoping he would be a buyout guy for the Lakers. It just didn't come to fruition, and now he's in OKC, which is a solid move for them. But that was that kind of snuck up there. I know Charlotte was trying to hold out for a first-round pick for Hayward. The word was that really wasn't going to happen. So that was a really good move by OKC. And they have picks to throw away, and they still didn't throw one in there. So that's interesting there. But the Pacers one, which everyone is kind of overreacting to, of Buddy Hield going to Philly. There was a potential that he would have got moved maybe for a higher value player, and then maybe have not had time to be flipped. But him going to Philly, he stays there, obviously. They give him Marcus Morris, Korkmaz, and 3 second-round picks for Buddy there. So a whole different position than what it was. I know the narrative a year and a half ago was that they wanted a first-round pick for him. But the key in that is it was a year and a half ago. He is a pending free agent, a potential rental. They've been trying to trade him all season, couldn't find a taker up until the deadline. So the price on him dropped substantially, and the Lakers were not going to make Buddy Hield their main move, swapping out a Rui or a D'Lo just for Buddy Hield. It wasn't going to make sense. So I know everyone's coming for that Laker tax thing, but the narratives are kind of wild with that one. That was a year and a half ago. His price was higher. The price has lowered. This is what happens in markets. Prices go up, prices go down. Buddy Hield's price went down at a time where the Lakers weren't going to give up a D'Lo, a Rui, obviously not a Reeves or anything like that, to go get him and basically be the same team. So kind of totally different situation there. So what do you guys think of these moves this morning? Like I said, we had a few yesterday kind of trickled in. We had some heavy this morning. Like I said, once the Knicks decided to make their move, then everything was going to open up, and it did. So now it's about waiting and seeing what is next. And it looks like the Raptors are sending, Dennis Schroeder to the Nets for Spencer Dinwiddie. That's interesting as well. I am not sure as to why that deal took place, but that's okay. So Toronto just did a salary dump there. They just got out from under Dennis's contract. Spencer Dinwiddie is an unrestricted free agent, so they basically get out from that. I told you guys to kind of pay attention to what was going on in Toronto with Dennis. They were looking to get out from under him. They were looking to move him. I was hoping the Lakers would be in play to be able to get him. That does not seem like it is the case right now. So unless, like I said, keep in mind that teams can flip guys again. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but teams can flip these guys. So like a Kelly Olynyk, who doesn't really make sense in Toronto. Dennis Schroeder may not make the most sense in Brooklyn. I get why Toronto did it to get off of the 2.5 years remaining on his contract. I'm not sure why Brooklyn did it to get the remaining 2.5 years on his contract, but I'm going to see was there any. Okay, so just Dennis for Spencer, but that's I wonder if there's anything else in that deal that hasn't come out yet, because that just doesn't make sense to me for Brooklyn. What do y'all think of that trade? That doesn't make a ton of sense for Brooklyn for me. It makes a ton of sense for Toronto, but doesn't make a lot of sense for Brooklyn. We got a super chat in the building. Appetizers and sushi. What's going on? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. If Rob stays pat, it makes no sense. I know it's a two-way street, but this is sad. If they stay pat, then I agree with you. It doesn't make any sense. I do agree with you there, App. But I don't think they're going to stand pat. I think something will happen. I know they're trying. I know they're heavily going after Bruce Brown right now. They've been doing it all season. I've been telling you guys this. They're doing whatever they can to try to get him. Toronto's going to try to get more out of that than the Lakers want to give up. That's a fact. And again, like I said, with these teams, someone has to blink. Does Atlanta blink on Dejounte Murray? Do they get right up to the deadline and call someone back and say, okay, we'll do this? Are teams waiting for that to happen, which is why they're not making a move yet until Atlanta basically says, okay, we're not moving them now. Like, there are things that could hold this up. So the Lakers could have 2 or 3 potential deals on the table, but Atlanta hasn't called it back and gave them a hard no yet. Like, that's possible, right? Like I said, we do live in a world where Dejounte Murray to the Lakers trade could happen. But will it? I'm still on that. But like I said, could it? Yes, it is not impossible. I don't think it's likely. I think it's more likely than not we don't get him as far as the Lakers are concerned. But I wouldn't be shocked if they got him, because crazier things have happened. I just don't think it's trending in that direction unless Atlanta has just been completely holding their cards close to the vest and like to the vest, and just they really haven't given any indication that they're ready to pull the trigger on any deal. Even the deal with New Orleans, they weren't. The rumors are this morning that they've kind of even backed out of that. So I don't know. Like I said, I've told you guys before, it's going to be a tough sell to ownership to get these guys to go in and make a deal that's substantially less than what they gave up for him. GMs understand markets, all these different things. Owners just look at assets. I paid this. Why am I selling for this? They don't want to depreciate. They want to appreciate. They want to sell high, not low. So, like I said, we'll see what comes and what happens with that. But it's going to be very, very interesting. And we will see what happens with that. But this Nets trade was very, very interesting. Again, I'm curious to see if there's more in that deal, because it doesn't appear to it right now. But there's, as far as reports are. But I understand completely why Toronto did this deal. I do not understand why Brooklyn did this deal to add 2.5 years. I just on a salary dump for Dennis. I don't understand that. So are they looking to like a couple other guys out of there coming soon? Like, does Dennis get rerouted? Like, could Dennis be part of a deal with Dorian Finney-Smith or Royce O'Neale? Keep in mind, like the Lakers, from what I have heard, didn't have any interest in Dinwiddie, but they had interest in Dennis. They've had interest in O'Neale, and they've had interest in Dorian Finney-Smith. So maybe, just maybe, this builds into a 3-team deal. Maybe. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm just saying maybe. Okay. Okay. So Dennis Smith Jr. Okay, there we go. Heading to the Raptors in a trade, and Thad Young coming to the Nets. This still doesn't matter. I totally understand why Toronto did this. Dennis Smith Jr. for Dennis Schroeder. And why is Brooklyn doing this deal? Like, doesn't add up to me. That doesn't add up to me. Like, I knew there had to be more in that deal, just money-wise, but still doesn't make sense to me as to why, like, they didn't have to get off of Spence. He was unless they were looking to cash in on him being a free agent and getting assets for him, but they kind of have been kind of with him anyway. So long-term, the fact that they got Dennis on a long-term deal for 2.5 more years is kind of what I'm tripping on. Not necessarily that they moved Spence, but that it was Dennis that came back. And they also not only moved Spence, but Dennis Smith Jr. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So what do you guys think of that trade here? That kind of came out of nowhere there. Thad Young is heading to Brooklyn along with Dennis. There you go, Dennis Schroeder. So it's basically that trade breaks down to Raptors get Spencer Dinwiddie, Dennis Smith Jr., the Nets get Dennis Schroeder and Thaddeus Young. And like I said, pretty interesting move there. But let's see here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read some more of the information here. Okay. Sorry, I was checking on something else here. So very, very interesting deal there. So there's more to come. Lakers are still now obviously out of play with dealing with Toronto directly on Dennis, unless there's a third team there. But I don't understand why Brooklyn did that deal. I don't understand. So we're gonna have to wait and see if that flips into something else. We will wait to see that. Let me check in with some of your comments now. App, appreciate that super chat again as well, man. Thank you so much. Always very supportive in the chat afterwards, and when you got time, pulling up to the live. So greatly appreciate you. DJ, I see you, brother. Thanks for pulling up, bro. Salute to you as well. So who we got in the building so far? We got Happy Go Lucky. Nick's got bowling on. Yeah, how you doing, Happy Go Lucky? Thanks for pulling up. Pedro, what's going on, man? What a fleece on the Pistons by New York. Facts. New York has cleaned up out the gate here, and not giving up a first round pick is even more wild for that. That's nuts. Shout out to them. Reg Dog TV, salute to you, brother. Mr. 81, I'm getting worried Lakers haven't made a trade yet. Well, Mr. 81, like I said, keep in mind the Lakers have to wait for other things to happen. Prices have to come down on some of these guys, like I mentioned last night. Now, Knicks are out of the market now. They moved Fournier, which is their big money deal. They didn't give up a first yet, but they're most likely out on Bruce Brown now, out on Brogdon, out on Colin Sexton, out on these other guys that they were linked to, potentially DeMar DeRozan or Jordan Clarkson. They're out on all those guys now. So what that means is, because New York, which is one of those teams who had first round picks to use, OKC had first round picks to use, but they made their move to get Hayward here. So the two teams that had assets to move, OKC with Bertans and New York with Fournier, and had multiple first round picks to add to sweeten the pot, made moves without using their first round picks. That lowers the market, because those are two teams off the table now that other teams were using as leverage against teams like the Lakers. So this lowers the price on some of these guys, which is a good thing for the Lakers. So keep Bruce Brown is still very much in play. Not saying it's happening, but I know they've had a target on him since July. Almost got him in July. Tried to get him from Indiana for most of the season. Kept in contact with them. Tried to say as soon as January 15th hits, let us know. We want Bruce Brown. He gets moved to Toronto. They immediately checked in with Toronto, tried to get in a 3-way deal with that to get that done. Been trying to get him ever since. Rob Pelinka has been zeroed in on Bruce Brown since July. So I don't see that letting go right now. He's going to keep going. Craig, what's going on? Thanks for pulling it up. James says, what's up, Empire Jeff? Knicks cooking. Absolutely. Lakers all day. Dope. What's going on, man? Jeff, what's up, bro? 2824. Happy Kobe Day. Let's go, Lakers, bro. Absolutely, man. Happy Kobe Statue Day, man. Super excited for that. I know we won't get to see it tonight. We get to see it first thing tomorrow, 10 a.m. tomorrow, West Coast time. It goes on view to the public. So I'm just happy he's getting his statue. Shout out to him and his family. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to all the Kobe and Laker fans that get to finally get that Kobe statue. Go get your picture, man. And it's going to be incredible. I'm curious to see which one it is. There's so many moments they can choose from. And I'm excited just to see what it is in the long run. Jeremy says, quiet day so far for Lakers Nation. That's a fact. Give me 1 second. I'm going back to constantly checking. We see here. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Just doing checking my DMs for I asked some questions and getting some answers here. So, okay. Gonna be a couple of stalls during these shows. I'm checking messages, checking all kinds of things, trying to figure out what's going on here. Also, full disclosure here. My gardener is going to show up at some point during this show. And let's just say this dude, when he's here, it sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger's fighting the Predator. All right. This dude is crazy. Now, he's usually early in the morning, but this dude gets drunk and just passes out all over the place, wakes up, comes, and does his job, whatever the hell he wants. So, so at some point, I'm pretty sure that you're going to hear some noise here. I do apologize. I was hoping he would come earlier, which is why I scheduled this for 10 a.m. But hey, it is what it is, man. My gardener's a belligerent, and when he wakes up, he gets to work. It's just the way it goes. So let's see here. Knicks a contender now. Yeah, Knicks are going to be problematic. So if you look at a team like the Celtics, you look at a team like Milwaukee, you look at these guys, and you look at what New York has done. A team like Boston, man, who is very heavy 1 through 5 and not a deep roster. Now, if they face any type of injury there, the Knicks can sneak up and get someone now. Absolutely. I had the Knicks going backwards this season when the season started. As the season progressed, they obviously, the way they played, the way they got OG Anunoby, they've now made the trades today. Obviously, I have the right to change my mind. Changed my mind when they got the OG trade. I definitely have them progressing forward now. But I could see the Knicks now. I don't know if I got them as a contender to win a championship. I don't know about that yet. I got to see how this all meshes. But I definitely have them as a chance to get to the conference finals for sure. And maybe just with some luck, get to the NBA finals. But shout out to New York Knicks, man. Shout out to Leon Rose. Shout out to Worldwide West. Everywhere they go, they make a worldwide mess. Go New York, go, man. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for the city. I'm excited for Knicks fans. Obviously this doesn't equal the championship, but I'm just excited, man. I watch a lot of Knicks games. It's going to make it funner. So I can't wait to see how this translates to the floor. Every time I hear that beat, I want to freestyle. What's up, Big Baby Sports? Yeah, man, that beat is banging. I almost changed the beat to something else today for the trade deadline, but I kept it the same, man. I kept it there. I kept it traditional. I kept it normal for y'all. That seems to be, for some of y'all, I think it's part of your favorite part of the show. I think you like the beat more than hearing me talk. But shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate you, man. Rob is working. Rob is working for sure. Rob is not just off somewhere not doing anything, but it takes two to tango, and it's going to take some time for these things to come together here. So we're going to have to wait and see, man, and see what happens. But it is, give me 1 second here. 1 second. It's responding to a couple messages here. I apologize. But let's see. So he's up to something. Now it's a matter of is that other team about what he's up to, right? Are they okay? Let's do this. Again, this is going to be a topic throughout the show. The Lakers are in a wait and see approach. They're going to have to wait. They're going to have to wait to see what other teams do first. They're going to have to wait for other teams' prices to drop. They're going to have to wait for other teams to kind of get desperate here as a deadline. Like I said, this is a deadline-driven league. The deadline will force movement. It's just a matter of who and when. Do they do it an hour before? Does it go up to the final couple minutes? Even when the deal is done, the trade deadline is done, excuse me. Like there's still ones that get sent in like 11:59 a.m. West Coast time, right? It still takes a little time to trickle in. So just give it some time here. That there's still plenty of things that can happen here. You see. Okay, so I'm just getting some details here. Okay, so but Rob is absolutely doing his due diligence and putting all the work he can in right now to try to make things happen. But as I mentioned, he has to wait on other teams to be willing to do business before he can do business, and that's where they are right now, man. Things are heating. Facts. Things are heating, man. Things are heating up. Absolutely. Where are my Lakers at? Let's get it, Rob Pelinka. He's working, man. He's working. Let Rob work, man. Let Rob work. Black Mamba, what's going on, man? He said, what's good, Jeff, bro? I don't think we are going to make any moves. I think we're going to wait for a buyout market. I think we make a move and rely heavily on the buyout market. But as you saw today, a guy that we all thought, at least I did, thought we'd have a really strong chance at in the buyout market, and Gordon Hayward is no longer available. So we are going to have to wait and see now. That's a big name off the market there for as far as the buyout goes. Like the Lakers, I can tell you, were really geared in on him and hoping that they had a chance to get him. Maybe it's something like a Drummond, and maybe there's a Drummond and a Bruce Brown move here. I don't know, but they're trying. If they could get out of this with keeping D'Lo, Rui, like I said, I don't think they're moving Reeves this year. If they can get out of this with keeping D'Lo and Rui and get those guys, that would be insane for Rob Pelinka. So I'm not trying to sell y'all a dream. I'm just saying if that happens. I'm not even mad at this point if they move Rui. Like I said, I'm just starting to get a feel like, he's kind of in a log jam there. I know with Vando out, he's going to get more minutes now. But like I said in a tweet earlier, playoff Rui is a real thing. It's a real thing. He played great in Washington when his first time in the playoffs. He played great for us in the playoffs. But as real as playoff Rui is, street clothes Rui is a real thing too. It's a real thing in Washington and here. He misses a lot of games. So with Gabe already being out most of the season, Vandal being out at least probably another 4 to 6 weeks before we get an update, and who knows if he even 100% comes back, right? So at some point, do you want to sit here and hedge your bet on a guy who's been out a lot throughout most of his career too, or do you move him to cash in on something that you trust a little more, or someone that fits, maybe someone who can guard the perimeter, maybe someone who can rebound a little bit better, shoot threes, even though Rui's been on a heater his last 6 or 7 games from 3. Maybe when I just look at that deal of what Brooklyn just did with Dennis, that kind of shows me that they're going the route of not being afraid. Pistons just waived Joe Harris. He is not the same Joe Harris that was in Brooklyn. I could tell you that, though. So I wouldn't necessarily love him on the buyout market. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if there's any more updates here. But yeah, so Rui, and looking at what Brooklyn is doing, Brooklyn kind of did the OKC/Washington move there, sending out a guy taking on longer-term money. So if that's the case, maybe they're willing to continue to do that. Maybe Rui goes to Brooklyn in a DFS Royce O'Neale situation there, and Gabe. Maybe they take Gabe and Rui, and the Lakers can get can get up there salary-wise to make a move. So keep an eye on Brooklyn. It may not be done there, and they could be a pathway for the Lakers. Joe Sora, what's good, my guy? Yo, Rob is working on his. What's going on, Joe? Make sure to check out Lakers Fast Break, man. They're going live around 10 a.m. in a couple minutes there. So appreciate you pulling up, Joe, man. Thank you. Oh, yo, we hit our first 200 stream here while people are in attendance right now. Shout out to you guys, man. If you have not done so already, please drop a like on the video. We have over 200 people in the building right now, only 48 likes. Please drop a like on the video if you had not done so, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If this is your first time here, welcome. We do this every day. We cover the NBA, the Lakers, the MLB, and the Dodgers. So get comfortable, relax, grab some coffee. We're going to be here for a while. Appreciate you guys pulling up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video. Also, check out my playback at playback.tv/EmpireJeffTV, where we break down live games, Lakers, and around the entire NBA League Pass live with Empire Jeff. Every time you pull up, I have 20 free NBA League Pass free VIP tickets. You get to watch all the games I watch for free with no blackouts, free. So pull up. And if you have NBA League Pass, you get to watch it as well. So pull up, playback.tv/EmpireJeffTV. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subs. Back to business. Appreciate you guys. Tyrone, what's good, my guy? They send Kelly back home. Yeah. He went back to Canada. That deal didn't make full sense to me, though. It doesn't make full sense to me. I don't necessarily know why Toronto really did that. Keep an eye. Maybe he gets flipped again. Maybe because that deal didn't make a ton of sense out the gate. That Bobby one, man, Bogdanovich one, it's crazy, man. They were holding out for 2 first-round picks last season. And they didn't get one. So that is definitely interesting. But again, this market changes things. And I keep telling people, the GMs do not decide the market does. So while they would love to be able to get higher value for their players, and teams always overvalue their own players, it's not always the case how the other teams see them. And it's not how much you want to sell them for. It's how much they're willing to pay, man. LOE, I see you, my guy. What's going on, my bro? I see you. Thanks for pulling up, man. I appreciate you. Let me know if you want in, man. Let me know if you want in. You got the golden ticket here, man. Let me know if you want to pull up for a bit. I know you got a busy day. Let me know. Let's see here. What do the Thunder do with Hayward? Play him. They're gonna play him. He's gonna be a good piece over there. Just another guy that can score, that can put the ball on the floor and pass. Just a really good pickup for them, man. And very stealth, very Sam Presti-like. Very, very Sam Presti-like. And that is be a move that people look back and like, man, that they may have stole someone there. If Gordon Hayward it's never been a thing about him being able to play. It's been about, can he stay on the floor? Can he stay healthy? That's what it's always been about. And if they can get him to stay healthy, then man, it is they may have got a steal there, because it is that was a very stealth trade there, man. Very stealth trade. But let's see what's next one. They may not be done either. Even though they moved their biggest salary one, I don't think they're going to move anything crazy. Clearly, marketing didn't become available to them, like a lot of people thought, including myself, during the season. It looks like as of right now that Utah isn't actively selling yet. Like I said, they may look to add And but I still felt all along they were going to move on Olynyk because of his pending free agency. So we have to wait and see on that, man. We're going to have to wait and see on that. JSJ, what's going on, man? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. He says, we are cooked. Give it some time, man. I'm accepting the fact we are standing pat. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. We're the 9th seed making no trades. Give it time. Give it time. They have to wait. Too tall. What's going on, man? We need a GM with better relationships in the league. Again, that's kind of a false narrative. Rob has relationships in the league. The problem is the relationships don't matter as much as your assets do. Relationships matter, but if you have a ton of assets, that's what matters more than the relationships. The Lakers don't have a ton of movable assets right now, not as many as they would come summertime. So while relationships do matter, you can make trades with your worst enemies if you got assets that they want. Point blank simple. It's business, man. It's business. And if you're not making moves with someone because you don't have a great relationship with them, your owner's going to have problems with you. Trust me on that. Hello. What's going on, Miss Angie B? EmpireJeff TV's own Angie B. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate your continued support. Thank you. Chris Paul, they could be to favor the Lakers. That's if he's bought out. I don't think they're trading for him, obviously, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But I don't see them going after Chris Paul from a trade perspective. That I don't see. Looks like you got some action here. Hold on a second. I saw PJ Washington come up here. Okay, PJ. Okay, this is all right, PJ Washington heading to Dallas. So remember when I talked to you guys last night? Remember when I was talking to you guys last night? I told you Dallas was being very aggressive and going after multiple avenues. Here's another one. So the other one I thought there was this one. This one I heard about. The other was Bobby Portis for Grant Williams, which, let me see here. The Charlotte Hornets are finalizing a trade to send PJ Washington. There it is, to the Dallas Mavericks for Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and a first-round pick, man. There we go. There's a first that gets moved. Okay, so I told y'all last night Dallas was trying to get crazy. I told y'all. You know, start listening to me. I told y'all last night. So Grant Williams, this is a much better pickup than Bobby Portis. So, man, they get PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. Nice day for Dallas, man. Nice day for Dallas. Can they make the playoffs still? Is Luka and Kyrie going to play the second half of the season, enough to justify all this? We'll have to wait and see on that. So it is Hornets get Grant Williams, Seth Curry, a first-round pick. Let's see if there's any protections on there. And the Mavs get PJ Washington. PJ Washington at times can get hot and get buckets, man. There's times where he can completely disappear too. But playing with the likes of Luka and Kyrie for however long they're on the court, and then you get Gafford over there. Nice day for Dallas, man. Nice day indeed. Happy Go Lucky says the Lakers need a big body at center to guard Jokic. Yeah, they do, and I think they're going to work on that. I think they're going to try to add some more pieces there. Schroeder for Dinwiddie just now. Yeah, we got to that. That was wild. Lakers not doing nothing. We ain't going nowhere with this team. What's up, Tony Martinez? Thanks for I'm picking up on your displeasure here, but give it time, y'all. Give it time. If we do the Brown trade, I can see the Lakers trading Rui and picking up Morris, Bertans, or Gallinari on the buyout market. Absolutely. DJ, what's going on? 60 Cent. I got 60 up in here. Pausing his workout to come in here and drop a salute on the chat, man. What's going on, DJ? Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you, man. Head out over to Lakers and 5. Subscribe to the channel. You probably have already. Fire content. Really good individual. Really dope guy over there, man. And I'm sure he'll be live at some point today covering all this. Appreciate you, bro, for pulling up, and have good coverage, man. Let's see. Make sure to go over there and drop a sub on Lakers in 5, man. Chris Paul, future Laker. Like I said, if he gets traded and bought out, maybe, but not traded. Hola, me llamo Jeff. What's going on, William? What's going on? Thanks for pulling up, man. Appreciate your support, man. Let's see. Phantom Dancer, what's up, man? Out of like 5 years, I think one trade deadline we made moves. This dude Rob just don't like doing ish unless he's forced to. No, that's not true. They made a lot of trades at the deadline, and they've gotten buyout guys. So it's like, no, they've made trades. It's just a matter of like I said, it's not like the Lakers can wake up and be like, okay, we decided we're going to make a trade today. Now they could do that, but then they have to get on the phone, and other teams have to want what you have and want to get it done. It's not as simple as that. And when you are sitting there, it's like, it is like when you go to the club, man, you got the VIP, you got the bottle service, you got dudes got to wait in line. It just happens. You got to wait in line. But right now, the Lakers aren't buying bottles, man. They're not on the VIP because they don't got the pretty ladies to get them in. They didn't buy the bottles, right? They're waiting in line. And that's what they're doing right now. They're waiting in line. They may get in, but they're waiting in line. So Sometimes good things come to those who wait. Tyrone says, Dennis not getting flipped. Nets didn't want Spence. No, I get it, but I just find it odd that they got a guy with 2.5 years left on his deal there. When they've got Cam, they've probably signals are not going to retain Lonnie. Like, they've got guys over there already. So the Dennis pickup for 2.5 years was interesting, is what I'm saying. This is sad. Night seed not making trades here. JSJ is upset. Spencer did quit on the Nets. Facts. William says, okay, got it. What's up, Will? That math is off. Something else has to be included. Yep, I saw that right away too, and something was. We got to stop firing Pelinka trend. Relax. Come on. Let's not get crazy here. Angel, what's going on, man? Doing my S-Corp taxes. Jeff is a lifesaver. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, S-Corp, man. Fun times, huh? Fun times with that. Murray is going to be a Pelican. I heard this morning that deal died. We'll see if that gets legs again. But Chris Haynes was reporting this morning that pretty much that deal had died. Let me catch up on some things here. Give me 1 second. Okay. We are good. All right. Just want to make sure. I'm going back and forth here trying to see what's popping up. There's a rumor we're shopping Gabe Vincent and Christian Wood. This is true. I told you guys that. I've been telling you guys that for a couple of days. Jeremy said, bro, explain why you were going to say last night about how keeping Murray into the summer helps, Wanji. Well, see, here's the thing. Keeping Murray into the summer because teams will have way more picks, right? And because his salary, see, people look at things. They hear a couple of people say things and they just run with it without forming their own opinion or looking at the math. When Murray's deal expands, so give me 1 second, Francis. Let me pull that deal up. Let me break that down to you real quick because it absolutely could help. Okay, so let me get here to what he's going to be making over a couple of years here, right? So let's get to Dejounte Murray here. He's making $18 million. Okay, now his salary jumps to $25 million next year, right? So it's a $7 million bump, obviously. Right? $7 million. Now he has a trade kicker, yes, which everybody is so quick to point out. But then they conveniently leave out the point that he can waive it to get to his destination of choice, right? This also means that $25 million means that it enters Atlanta into a realm to get more value back for him with 1 or 2 players or a higher value target, right? So, and you add that on top of the time of year where teams will look to make moves prior to July 1st, prior to that new CBA, around the draft, where teams get another year of first-round picks added to them out into 2031, it makes more sense. I don't care what anyone says. When you look at the math, when you look at everything there in his trade kicker, which he could waive, and like I said, you can add $7 more million to that to get a higher value player or players plus more draft picks. It's very easy. People just lazy to do the work. Let's see. Gabe can go. Facts. Schroeder, yep, saw that. Let's see. Ship Gabe. That's wild. Give me Chris Paul to the Lakers. Not in a trade. Hell no. Man, I don't think we're gonna do ish. We might. He said we're good. Let's see. I think Lakers trade Austin Hood in 3 seconds for Murray, I bet. Now see that deal I would do. I would actually do that deal. If you're not giving up on a first and you can go into the summer with 3 firsts. Oh yeah, like I love Austin Reeves, but he's not better than Dejounte Murray. We know his fit here. We know that he fits, and I love high value role players. I really do. But and I like Austin Reeves, really, really do. He's one of my favorite Lakers. But if I can get Dejounte Murray without giving up a first round pick, I would do that deal 10 times out of 10. Man, that is a fact. Jay says D'Lo is fooling all of us. Phantom Dancer says, wow, Knicks got Bogan for 2 second rounders. Wanted the guy so bad. Yeah, 2 second rounders. Well, they also gave up Grimes. Like it. That was a good deal, man. So like the Knicks, man, Knicks gonna be tough in the East, bro. Knicks are gonna be tough in the East. Vegas Dev, what's going on? Salute, Jeff. Big day, absolutely, man. Excuse me. Member Vegas Dev. Thank you for pulling that, man. Go ahead and become a member over at EmpireJeff TV. We got 3 different levels of membership. We got the mini mid-level, the mid-level, and the full mid-level. Going to be doing some member-only videos soon. We're going to be doing giveaways on the channel. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Let's do a quick like count here. We had over 200 people in the building at one point. We've got 78 likes on the video. So if you have not done so already, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. If it's your first time, I think you're going to like it here, man. Subscribe, come back, turn on those notification bells. We'd greatly appreciate it. It truly does help the channel, man. Nets had to get off Spencer. Well, they didn't have to, but he did quit on him. He was a pending free agent. I don't know if taking Dennis back for 2.5 years was something they had to do. But they did it, so we'll see. New big 3: LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Chris Paul. Oh God, I have a feeling D'Lo is going back to his old ways post deadline. See, the thing is, it's not just about D'Lo's play; it's about D'Lo's fit and his role. They put him in the right role. So he's succeeding. Now, will D'Lo average 27, 28 a game? I'm not going to go that far, but I think D'Lo is very capable of averaging 23 points efficiently for this team. I just believe that. So if they keep it up and they keep playing him in his right role, if they do keep him, then I could absolutely see D'Lo playing well, unless they get a Dejounte Murray and his touches dip. But again, I'm not convinced that move will happen. And like I said, if they make moves and keep D'Lo and keep Austin and keep Rui, then it's going to be, it's going to be interesting if they can pull, a Bruce Brown or something like that off without giving up any of those guys. Now that Dennis is off the board, he was someone I really, really wanted the Lakers to try to get for a point of attack defender. Now he's off the board, at least it seems like, unless Brooklyn is looking to flip him, but we will have to wait and see. Craig says Murray won't happen because they want Reeves. Yeah, they do want Reeves. We couldn't give more than 2 second rounders for Buyout. I'm tired of this. It's not about that. It's the money. So you would have had to have moved Rui. So let's go. So like the amount of money he was making, maybe you could have done the Gabe deal. Maybe you could have done it. But again, we don't know what other deal. They may be further along in the deal like that happens. And we're like, oh, okay, I see why now. We don't know yet. So that's what I'm saying. Before people are so reactive, and we got to chill a little bit here. Like we don't know what's going to happen with them. We're assuming, and that's fair and that's fine. You guys can assume, but until we know what they actually do come deadline time, we're going to have to wait and see on that. It's just the nature of the business. William says D'Lo is fool's gold. We will go back to being mid soon as the deadline is over. Maybe. But again, if the Lakers continue to use him well, and he's still playing for a contract, guys. So there's a lot of things that's leading to his improved play, man. Richard Kenny says Empire J goes live equals listen. Hey, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, man. Sally Star 1992. D'Lo not fooling around. This is his contract year, so he will out. Else will be a vet minimum player. We need to keep him. That's what I just talked about. Yeah, it's a contract year, and potentially he can opt out and even sign a longer term deal with the Lakers, right? So like I'm saying, like I think there's a lot of things that are pushing D'Lo. One, he wants to stay, so he's playing. So a guy that's playing this hard to not get traded, you think he's not going to continue that effort or try to play to not get re-signed in the offseason if he opts out? To me, everything I've seen about D'Lo is he's putting in that work because he wants to prove to them that he's worth keeping. Now, do they keep him? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see on that, but we will have to wait and see to see how this plays out. Just making sure I didn't miss anything else here. Royce O'Neale to the Suns. Okay, let's see. Hold on. For salaries and 3 second-round picks. Okay. So salaries. I'm wondering what salary. Did they move Grayson Allen? Did they move okay, so who went out in that deal? I like that move for Brooklyn. I mean, I like that move for Phoenix. I got to see the full details of that. But Royce O'Neale, we got to trade, ladies and gentlemen. Royce O'Neale to Phoenix. Okay, I'm interested to see who they sent out as part of that deal. I'll get back to that. Let's see. Multitasking at work. Appreciate you covering this. Hey, Hanson, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you being here, man. Why would Brooklyn do that deal? I don't know, Angie. That doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me at all. Like I said, why would they take on 2.5 years just to move off Spence when he's a pending free agent? That was interesting to me. So we'll wait to see. They might not be done yet. We will see. Hanson says, hit that like button. Absolutely. Listen to Hanson, man. He knows what he's talking about. Appreciate you, bro. Nets hate the Lakers. That's why they did this deal. Not everybody just, oh, man. Alex, what's going on, man? I believe Schroeder only has 1 year left on his contract. No, he signed wait, did he? Let me double check. I could have swore Dennis signed a 3-year deal. Let me get back and check on that. I thought he signed 3 years. Let me see. Because he was at mid-level. He was on that midi. So let me see. All my sites. Okay, the internet is out here tripping. Okay, they already made the switch there. So 1 second. Let me get over to Brooklyn. We go hard. Okay, let me see here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, Brooklyn is just going to disappear from the... What is going on here? These sites are bugging right now. Everyone was heavily leveraging these sites right now. All right, so Brooklyn, let's see. They just went ahead and they slid it in. Dennis in here already. Shout out to these sites, man. Up to date, bro. Up to date. Running slow because everyone's kind of probably milking their servers right now, but shout out to them. So Dennis, oh yeah. So he signed a 2-year deal. So he has 1 year left on his, 1.5 years left on his deal. Okay, got you. Thank you for that. For some reason in my mind, I was thinking he did 3 years. Thank you. I was wrong on that. So 12.5, about 13 next year. So still to take on 1.5 years of Dennis, still, I don't, like I said, less than 2.5 years. So that's a good point. Raptors looking to half tank, worst split in the NBA. Well, they may not be done yet. They may not be done. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what other moves they get going here. The Raptors got Dennis Smith Jr. Yeah, I get why they did the deal. I don't fully understand why Brooklyn did it. It looks like the Lakers are not making a trade. Let's wait and see. He could. Okay, he's really on the Chris Paul there. We're the ninth seed. I'm making trades. He keeps coming back to that. Great morning. What's up, big baby? What's up? Yeah. Let's see. Chris Paul is washed up. Yeah, they definitely have to be on a buyout, man. Appreciate you, app. Appreciate you. Much love and support to you as well. Let's see here. Purple and gold. What's going on, man? Good morning, everyone. Gentlemen, start your engine and hang tight. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me check in here. I'm trying to see what Phoenix gave up there, man. Let me see. So okay, it just says salaries, but it doesn't say who salaries are. Okay. Trying to see who Phoenix gave up for Royce O'Neale. So Royce O'Neale is now out of the Lakers' reach. So let's just wait and see. Looks like we have some more movement here. Okay. So it looks like, let me see. Let me get over here because Memphis sending David Roddy to the Suns for a pick swap as part of the three-way deal with Phoenix and Brooklyn. Okay. So Suns get O'Neale and Roddy. Okay. I see you, Phoenix. Okay. Let's see. That's not gonna make Laker fans happy. Can we at least get Drummond? Yes, we can. All right, Charlie. Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. Man, you must really like Chris Paul. I would do the Bulls trade with Gabe, Wood, and JHS for Drummond and Alex if possible. I would love that deal. I don't know if Chicago would. Crenshaw, what's going on, man? Hey, we got Raising Canaan finale tonight too. Facts. Lakers playing, then we got the finale. I need it. Go, great day. Yeah, facts. And we got Lakers. We got Kobe statue days. Man. Exciting day, man. Gabe better not be a Laker at 12. I hope not. Okay, this guy is Chris Paul. What's up, Empire? Knicks got Bogey for 2 picks and Fournier. Wow, Lakers get taxed. Wait it out, Juan. Wait it out. Like I said, you have to have players that other teams covet and the picks that other teams covet. And like I said, you have to have the assets to move it. So just wait it out here. Satro, what's going on, man? Said, yo, Empire Jeff, salute all here. We're not making a move. Y'all really, really upset right now. Just it goes until 12, y'all. We have an hour and a half basically left here. We've got an hour and a half, and we're gonna have to wait it out. But 165 people in the building right now, 88 likes on the video. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Would greatly appreciate it. And like I said, if you're new here, stick around. I think you'll like what you're going to hear, man. It's a very, very fun place to be at EmpireJeff TV. Pull up here. Let's see. Phone Nigel says, what's up? Breaking. Lakers just acquired a donut. Man, I could use a donut right now for sure. I could definitely use a donut right now. That's a fact, man. That is a fact. Let's see. Charles Lee is laughing here. EmpireJeff keeping his roses tight. Oh, man. Why are you asking for Drummond when he does not move the needle? He was crap when he was here last time. He's now older. See, guys, stop. You thinking back to 2021, right? If you're going to sit back and if we're going to look back at 2020 and try to, use that as an example, right? And then 2021, he got hurt and it wasn't the same role. He's having a very solid season. He's not the same player. He's not out there expecting to be a starter. He's not expecting to be like an all-star caliber player. He is a backup big who's capable of double-digit points and double-digit rebounds and can block shots. He's exactly what we need. Forget 2021. Sometimes situations just don't work. Braun was hurt. AD was hurt. Caruso was hurt. Dennis got COVID twice. Like, it was just one of those seasons where a lot of things didn't work out. To blame Andre Drummond for that is wild. Hopefully we are not stuck with 2 guards that can't play a lick of defense. So that we definitely need a point of attack defender, man. We've got to. Ron for Spider. That's hilarious. B3, what's going on, man? Schroeder to Nets Dinwiddie. Yeah, I still can't believe that happened there, man. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I've missed anything here. Looks like I'm caught up here. Let me see. So Suns still have some moves to make here. So let's see what they can do. They retained some assets here, so they still got some picks, seconds. So let's see what they can do here, man. Let's see. This guy really wants Chris Paul to the Lakers. What's going on, my brother Rail, man? Thanks for pulling the man. Salute to you as well, man. Great moves for y'all today, man. Man, I see y'all, man. I told you, I started hearing last night, man, the aggressiveness that Dallas was out there trying to do. They got busy. They gave up that first. What are your thoughts on that? But yeah, to get Gafford and PJ Washington, that's a solid pick, man. They were holding out for Kuzma, didn't happen, and they pivoted real quick, man. So shout out to them, man. They're doing work out there in Dallas, man. LeBron leaving to the Knicks in the offseason, and Lakers getting Mitchell in the offseason. Oh man, that's a lot to change, man. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. I've gotta check this message. 1 second here. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, had to respond to something there. I've got to change audio here. 1 second. There we go. Okay. That could have been bad. Let me see. CP. My timeline is filled with CP. Every trade deadline I hear Rob's putting in work, and the deadline ends in nothing. Only time he made a trade was last year when he was kind of forced to. Dude moves like a snail. That was a heck of a move last year. Also he got very busy during the offseason. So like I said, Rob, again, I think people need to have realistic expectations. You guys are being a little greedy, a little spoiled, a little unreasonable. Like, we have what we have. We don't have a ton of things we can move that teams are falling over to get. So you guys gotta be realistic here. You know, there's the realistic Laker fans, and then there's the entitled ones. We're not entitled to anything. We're not entitled to a championship every year. We're not entitled to winning. We're not entitled for teams to just give us their players. We're not entitled to that. We have to earn it. And I don't know how many teams around the league are falling over themselves to get Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince, Christian Wood, Rui Hachimura. We have to be realistic here. If you are, then you won't be so disappointed. Salute, Jonathan Neely. Thanks for pulling up, bro. Appreciate you. Rob always stands pat in every deadline except last year. Like I said, what roster did we have that teams were falling over themselves to get the last couple of trade deadlines? Rob on the toilet. That'd be amazing. Knicks boosting their firepower. What's going on, Bronze? Facts. They absolutely boosting their firepower. That's a fact. Let me see here, man. There's so many chats in here today. I'm doing my best, y'all. I am doing my best here to try to catch up to everything, but there's a lot going on here. Let me see. William says, Rob ain't ish, Jenny ain't ish. Ramis family. Rob is a Disneyland right now. He might be. Pelinka not making a move would be a nail in the Lakers' coffin. All I want is a bucket getter for the Lakers. I would love a bucket getter, but we need so many things. We need a bucket getter. We need a point of attack defender. We need a big. We need some more shooting. We need a lot, man. I'm pissed Lakers are not serious about winning a championship. Make trade. Here we go. What's up, Joey? Brandon Burney says Joe Harris buyout market for some team. Yeah, he is. He is not the same Joe Harris anymore. With the healthy Bron and AD, anything is possible. Just get them a real cast. I mean, at some point, how much do we have to keep helping them, man? Like they got them a real cast. It just didn't work. But maybe if you're, out there motivating your teammates and not giving people cold shoulders, maybe people will play harder for you like they did in Boston when you guys weren't playing. Damn. Chris Paul. This guy, Chris Paul. The Knicks are nice. Yeah, facts. Rui for Jeremy Grant. It would have to be more than that because Jeremy Grant is making a lot more money than Rui. He said Rob is a Disneyland. That is funny. Larry Leo Gaming, what's going on? Thanks for pulling up, man. The Knicks are actually scared now. Bojan and Anunoby, two players, and the Lakers have wanted for multiple years. Yeah, they're solid, man. Lakers better not trade Rui on his birthday. That would be wild, right? Overpay for Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant, Bruce Brown, DeRozan. Oh my God, y'all trying to blow up the money, huh? Blow up the money, man. Rob is getting ready for the statue ceremony, and Genie is already. Oh my God, this buyout market is about to be lit. Oh man, Rui not going anywhere. He might. Don't forget to hit that like button. Absolutely. Let me switch over here and see if I missed anything. Okay. And again, like I said, everyone has been pretty much preparing Laker fans for small news. So Klay Thompson to the Lakers, that'd be wild. 2 hours left, nothing. He says Cap. Call Cap. Joey, don't say that. Yeah, interesting morning for sure. No trolls today. Not yet. They'll be here eventually. Kelly will be nice. Yeah, Kelly Olynyk's a nice player, man. Interesting that he went to Toronto though. Dominicano 809. What's going on? Thanks for pulling up, man. Tonight it's going down. Criplo, exactly. Criplo.com arena. We in there, baby. Shout out to Low, man. Yes, sir. Low will be in the building tonight for Lakers versus Nuggets, and I will be too. So I can't wait to cover that game. Get out there. I wish we were able to see the statue tonight, but it's not going to happen. May have to take my ass back up there tomorrow. But yeah, shout out to Low, man. We'll definitely be pull up representing Laker Nation tonight at Criplo.com arena tonight, man. Excited to go to this game tonight. Very, very excited, man. Lakers tax is real facts. Happy birthday, Rui. Our wish is for you to stay unless salute Jay Lloyd. Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Joe Harris got waived. Yeah, man, I'm loving him, man. If we best the Nuggets tonight, that'd be huge. That'd be real huge, man. Is Joe Harris still a good shooter? He is busted now. He is not the same guy that was in Brooklyn. We do need a two-way player. Satro, what's going on, bro? What's going on? And a big man facts. I'm trying to rip through these, man. Yep. I'm catching up to these a little late. Let's go. Support LOE facts. Man, the Lakers have to be waiting on a specific player. They are, DJ. They're trying to get Bruce Brown. They're trying. But they have to wait for all these other moves to happen. So that Toronto is willing to take a package that the Lakers have. Like I said, Lakers are in line at the club, man. They're not in the VIP. They're not on bottle service. They don't got the pretty ladies to move this year, man. They're in line. They're waiting to get in. They might get in. They might not. We're gonna have to wait and see. Look at that Charlotte trade right now. Yeah, so I'm catching up to these were later. I might just skip through some of these comments right now and try to get to the bottom. Let me check here. Chris, what's going on, my guy? The graphic god. Shout out to you for pulling up, brother. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day here. PJ Washington. There we go. Let's see. Laker Land Channel. What's going on, my guy? Thanks for pulling up. Get these likes up from my boy Jeff. And Jeff, in your opinion, do you think Bruce Brown deal goes down? Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you. In my opinion, I think there's a chance. I know the Lakers really want him. I know the Lakers are pushing for him. I know they would love to get him. They've been trying to get him since July. So maybe. I think that's more likely than Dejounte Murray. I felt that way for weeks. But again, takes two to tango. The Lakers are going to have to wait for Toronto's other offers to dry up or other teams that they're talking to make other moves. But definitely possible. But we got about 170 people in the building right now. 93 likes on the video. If you have not done so already, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Goes a long way to help the channel, especially a lot of people that are new in here today. Would greatly appreciate you guys pulling up and coming around more often. So drop a subscribe on the channel, drop a like on the video. We would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Sally says, we gonna be a playing team. Man, we might, man. Wow, what happened with Grant Williams? Yeah, they've been trying to trade him. When I was talking last night about Dallas, he was a name that was being floated around heavy around the league, trying to move him out of there. So they've been trying to move him. We knew that, and now it's just a matter of what they were gonna do. The Portis was linked to him. Like I said, they were talking to Washington about Kuzma and Gafford. They have been talking to multiple teams on Williams, and they found the move that they made. So we're going to have to wait and now see the ramifications to there. Is Portis available to another team? Like what happens here? And that's what we are going to wait to see. I'm just checking to see if there's any more anything here. Okay, here. Let's see. Yeah, I like what Dallas did too. What happened with Smart? I don't feel they're moving him. Now, if they do that would shock me. I would love if the Lakers were able to get him. I just, like I said, I believe that they brought him in to be that veteran to play with JJJ and Bane. So I don't think they're going to move him. It looks like, I expect them maybe to still move Kennard. They moved Roddy. They've moved Tillman, and they moved Steven Adams in a salary dump, right? So I'm thinking there's a chance that they still could, and I think they will move Kennard. So keep an eye out for him. But outside of that, I think their core of Ja Morant, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, and Triple J. I think those guys stick around. I just feel that they do. Yeah, that was a great move for them. Okay, let me try to catch up here. Trying to see if anyone who's new to the chat that I haven't thrown their comment up, trying to make them part of the show here. Any side news on the Lakers? What's going on, Carlos? No, the inside, no. I mean, the inside, everything is pretty much out there right now. They're trying to get Bruce Brown. They would love to get Dejounte Murray, but it doesn't appear to be possible. That is something that's realistic right now. Like I said, could they shock the world and get it done? Perhaps. But as of right now, it's not looking like it's going to happen here. Okay, I'm trying to catch up here, guys. Let's see. Great House is King. What's going on, my guy? Thanks for pulling up. Suns just got Royce O'Neale. Facts. Royce O'Neale to the Suns. Yep. Let's see. Trying to if I'm the Lakers, I'm getting Joe Harris. Oh man, have you guys seen him play of late? He's just, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a guy that I use a buyout slot on. He's been a struggle. Dennis, what's going on, man? Jeff, I'm super happy the Lakers didn't get Schroeder back on this team. He's a selfish player. I hear you. I get why some people didn't like him, but we just really needed a point of attack defender. So desperate measures, my guy. Desperate measures for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to cut through here. I feel like the Lakers are the ugly stepchild right now in other NBA GMs. No, I mean, it's just, they don't have a ton that other teams are lining up to get is really what it is. And like I said, the best way to sum it up is they're going to have to wait their turn. That's exactly what it is. They have to wait their turn. And they're doing that right now. They're waiting their turn in line. And when their number is called, they got to be ready and wait to see what happens here. But it's, like I said, teams are not lining up to do business with the Lakers. The Lakers don't have a ton of things that other teams want, and the things that the other teams would want, Braun, AD, Austin Reeves, they're not maybe even a Max Christie. They don't seem up here willing to give up. So, when you have your best assets that you're not really willing to move, and then you got other guys, that you're willing to move that other teams aren't in love with, and this is what happens. You got to wait until the market dries up a little bit and hope that you can strike. Now I know DFS is going to be in Lakers. Maybe. Let's see. Nicholas Clark, what's going on, man? I really wanted O'Neale, and Suns got him for 3 second-round picks. Yeah, man. That was a good pickup for them. They did good work. Even Suns are making moves. What the heck is Lakers doing? Like, for real? Well, again, Suns have trade exceptions. They, like I said, they have bodies they can move. They can't do a huge deal, but they can do. And again, there is still time. If the Lakers may just be working out finer details on their guys, like. Let's just wait and see. And let me see. 3-team deal Suns. Yeah, okay. What's going on? Suns are getting David Roddy. Yeah, they are. I imagine you and I think a lot alike, especially when it comes to the business of basketball. We see the game a lot alike. This is true. This is absolutely true. Crypto Hunter, what's going on, man? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. PJ Washington to Dallas for Grant Williams. Seth Curry, first round pick. It's a good move for Dallas, man. Lakers trading. I'll convince Lakers aren't doing anything. We'll have to see, man. Reggie, what's going on, man? People impatient. Yeah, man. I understand it. And I know they love their Lakers. They want their Lakers to do well. They want them to get something. They want to feel like that. I don't know if there's a move out there that puts us directly in a championship contention, guys. Like we have to still get the product out there on the floor. And I don't see a move out there that takes us to that level. So we will have to wait and see on that. But we've got until 12 p.m. We're going to have to wait this out. So let us wait and see. DSJ and Raptors. Dennis was joining. Yeah. Sorry, you caught up to that. Lakers need to sell, man. La Por Vida. Come on, man. Come on, no mames. They're not gonna be out here selling, bro. Come on. Andre Drummond had a double-double. Yeah, I'm telling you, Andre Drummond's nice, man. Breaking news: Lakers still have Darvin Ham. Facts. Tyrone, what's going on? You're welcome. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. Drummond can still play. Facts, absolutely can. Let's see. Damn, that's the worst news. Let's see. Sham said Phoenix can sign guys in a buyout market. How they can, but it has to be guys under the full mid-level exception. So they can't get a Kyle Lowry. They couldn't have got a Gordon Hayward. But if someone like a Robert Covington gets moved and bought out, they could sign him. There are guys who make less than if Christian Wood got traded and bought out, they could sign him. Has to be less than the full mid-level. So if a guy makes less than the full mid-level, then a team over those caps can sign those players. Nicholas says Knicks making major moves, looking like they can get a superstar next offseason. Maybe. Absolutely, maybe. Suns can sign players who make less than that. There you go, Angie. See? There you go. There you go. Get out of my head, Miss Angie B. Get out of my head. Let's see. Walter Mitchell, what's going on? Howdy to you, man. Thanks for pulling up. Hope you're having a good day, man. Knicks and Mavs are killing the offseason. They're killing it right now for sure. Let's see. We all appreciate you, Miss Angie B. How do they give up 2 firsts? They had moves that they can move. They got some ones that are locked in with protections. Wait, hold on. Ooh, Pat Bev traded to the Bucks. Okay, so they got their point of attack defender. Like I said, you can say what you want about Pat Bev, but that is a good pickup for them. They sent Campaign to Philly. So Pat Bev gets moved again. I wonder if he's going to say that, point out everything that was wrong with Philly as soon as he gets moved. Deadline Pat. We got Deadline D'Lo, and we got the return of Deadline Pat. So we got Play-In Pat, the legend of Play-In Pat, Deadline Pat. This boy getting tossed around, man. Dish rag Pat, man. Okay, so there's Milwaukee's move. Not like I said, they were gonna have to make moves around guys that they were getting on minimum-ish deals. They did that. Pat and Dame together. I just thought of that. Pat and Dame together. Damn. Oh man, that's gonna be wild. That is good. Oh my God. So damn, Pat and Dame together, and then potentially Bruce Brown and D'Lo together. Holy man, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild, man. Yeah, sorry. Let me try to catch up here, man. Vano's been hurt multiple times, man, for real. We should make a trade just to make a trade. It's gonna make sense. Yeah, we shouldn't. Facts. It's gotta make sense. Absolutely, man. That's wild, man. Oh man. Lakers need to get Tyus Jones in a backup big free agency. They're in on Tyus Jones. That could happen. He hasn't moved yet. Eastside Boyle Heights 323. What's going on, my guy? My brother Jeff TV. I missed your last 3 videos, but I'm back here to support my brother. Always keep up the amazing content. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up. Greatly appreciate you spending time over here, man. And they haven't traded a first round yet, Nick. So that's not an excuse. They have not traded a first for real, but they had people like Grimes. People had value with him around the league, and the Knicks had pieces that people wouldn't mind taking, and their second round picks. They have a lot of picks in general. So if you send multiple second round picks, sometimes that's better than a first. And the Knicks potentially could be picking later in rounds now. So when you bring that into consideration, sometimes the teams aren't just steady offloading first round picks, and that's what happens. I'll go back to your comment right there, but Pedro says we need to be patient. Facts. DP says, can we simply move all those players you just mentioned for a single decent player? They can. I'm just gonna have to wait and see, will they? And that's what we're waiting on. Let me see if there's any other news here besides Pat Bev. Okay, I'm trying to stay on top of here. So that's a Deadline Pat. Man. You can always count on Play-In Pat and Deadline Pat. Let's see. Thank you, Tyrone. I'm trying to tell people, man. I'm just trying to tell people, man. We got 1 more hour. Why be patient? We got a little longer than that. Chill, my fellow Lakers Nation family. Calm before the storm, man. I'm trying to tell them, man. I want Joe Harris off the bench. I just don't know if he has anything left, man. Thank the Lord for Corby Statue Day for the Lakers. All facts. And I will be there tonight, but I'm not going to be able to see the statue because they're not making it available until tomorrow night, unless you got VIP. Unless we get lucky. Marcus Spears, what's going on, man? The Chris Paul guy is relentless. He is absolutely relentless. Shout out to him, man. Find you someone that loves you as much as that man loves Chris Paul. Find you someone. That's important, man. That's important, man. Love is love. You know what I mean? Savage, what's going on, man? Lakers are not winning anything this year. The front office gave up. We'll see. Nicholas Clark says, if we make no trades, are we really making noise in the playoffs? If not, then what are we building towards? Make noise. And if we're healthy and clicking, maybe make noise. But as far as I just don't like, a lot has to happen. A lot of wrong has to be right for this team to get right. And I just don't know if that happens even with a trade. Ahmed, what's going on, man? What's new with you, man? Just here waiting for these trades to go down, bro. Mavs are 100% better than the Lakers. 100%? I don't know. You trusting Luka and Kyrie to stay on the floor the whole season? I don't know. I watched some Detroit games. Trust me, y'all don't want Joe Harris. That's what I'm saying. I've watched too, and he is washed. Starting to prep for the L tonight. Man, there's so much negativity in here today. Let's be real. Pelinka ain't a good GM. Man. Here we go. These narratives. Okay, there we go. Trying to catch up on some things. Okay. Philly doesn't appear to be pursuing DeMar DeRozan, but they are in on Andre Drummond. So let's wait for that. Brooklyn is waiving Harry Giles, so that's another wave candidate there. But Drummond, just waiting to see what happens with Drummond here, man. The Suns just got Royce O'Neale. Yep. Okay. Richard says, whatever Lakers do, Bron needs to promise to give some more trust, love LeBron, but tired of untimely hero ball from him. Yeah, Bron needs to chill a little bit. People need to chill on Rob. That's crazy. We're putting too many eggs in one basket. We could end up with nothing. This is facts. They're working on multiple things. I promise you this. It's just not up to them. The other team's gotta be wanting to make the deal. Let's see. Lakers making no trade. I'm trying to keep this. We're waiting, man. We got another hour left. Another little over an hour left here. Nicholas Clark says Murray trade is not happening, especially when Nets traded for Dennis for Spencer, man. This is terrible because every team is getting better except the Lakers. Every team. I haven't seen Denver make a move. Haven't seen the Clippers make a move. Haven't seen the Kings make a move. Haven't seen Golden State make a move. So there's a lot of guys in that logjam in the West that have yet to make a move. Minnesota has yet to really. No, they got Monte Morris. They got a good backup point guard. So Minnesota did make a move. I think we can trade 3 second-round picks for Bruce Brown. That's what I'm saying. Just wait. In other words, Jeff, we getting scraps, but that's okay. Not really, not scraps. Bruce Brown would not be a scrap. He would not be a scrap. Like I said, it could be that Toronto and them have something in the works, and they're just waiting to see if a first round became available before they get that deal done. It could happen. I'm telling you. Can't believe JHS and Gabe are still a Laker. For as long as teams are good enough to keep Clippers and Celtics out of the finals, then we are good for another year. Big mistake not trading LeBron. He walks like Otani. We get nothing. I'm not worried about the Celtics or Clippers. I'm worried about my team. You know what I mean? We've got to get our stuff right before we even worry about those teams right now. So I'm not too worried about them right now. I'm more or less worried about what the Lakers can or can't do right now, and then we'll get to a point of worrying about other teams. We can't control any of that right now. Right now, I'm worried about the Lakers getting back on par here and becoming a better team. And then we'll worry about those other teams later. Not too worried about them right now. Lakers wanted Hayward and Lowry. None of that is happening. Lowry is a 76er and Hayward staying in OKC. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Did that come out about Lowry that he's gone? I didn't see that yet. But maybe, like I said, the Lakers, I still think they try to do something, you know what I mean? But it may not be enough to please all you guys, but I still think they wait to do something, that they're going to do something. I'd be kind of shocked if they did nothing, but, in this league, nothing really, actually, I take that back. In this league, nothing really surprised me. I hear McManaman is on TV right now talking, but, I've got the TV muted, so I can't hear what he's currently saying. It looks like he might be talking about the statue today for Kobe, which they should be talking about. That should get heavy coverage today, along with the NBA trade deadline. Let's see. We got DP says, Jeff, let me know what we can get for the following: Hot Pocket Ham, Rob Palinka, Stinker, and Genie Busted. I believe this is the root of our issue. That's a conversation for another day, man. Right now, let's focus on what the Lakers can get today. That's what we're waiting on, man. The Lakers need a new GM. Okay, here we go. They're coming for a guy who they don't even know what he's done yet. Not a fun trade deadline for the Lake Show. No, it's not right now. We are chasing Mavs. How are we catching them with this roster? Well, I mean, again, like I said, Kyrie, Luka are out of the lineup a lot. We'll kind of wait and see. It's official. LeBron is leaving this summer. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Jeff, let me know what we can get for the following. You guys saw that one. Smart is hurt, bro. We won't be ready for a while. Shaking my head. That's a wasted acquisition. I get you there. But I'm just saying, even before he was hurt, what I was saying, I still didn't believe they were moving him. The Lakers won't make the playoffs with this team they're constructed. I don't agree with that. Let's see. Okay, keep seeing that one repeated. As a chess player, Rob is patiently building his strategy. Well, I mean, I believe Rob has a strategy, but in order for that strategy to work, it is going to have to be, one second. Okay, sorry. I was checking on my messages here, and my baseball guys are trolling me right now, sending me info right now on stuff that during the NBA trade deadline. These guys are funny. Let me see, missing anything else here? Doesn't appear to be. But yeah, so like I said, Rob is working. He's doing the thing. He's trying to make moves here. I promise you that. Bron picked Lakers and AD picked Braun. Lakers have done a horrendous job of giving them pieces. Well, I mean, when you got a very top heavy roster and then your stars push for another type of deal, this is the tiny things that happen, man. And like I said, when you go and do that Russell Westbrook trade, there's a lot of things that that fell apart with that they had to scramble to regroup on. They set themselves back, and they're still kind of in technically somewhat of a recovery mode because of that. It's going to take some time to undo that. They're working through that, and they're going to do the best they can to make things happen. But again, guys, it's not just up to the Lakers. Other teams have to take part in this as well. So we got over 130 people in the building right now, 100 likes on the video. So shout out to you guys for that. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already, and subscribe to the channel, man. We're putting quality content out over here. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member if you see fit, but subscribing to the channel, turn on those notifications, and drop a like on the video truly goes a long way to help out the channel, and we would greatly appreciate you guys. Trying to get to every comment here. Trying. Suns trade Yuta, Medu, a good win, and let's see. LeBron is going to be pissed. He might be. Pelinka don't have the juice that other GMs have. I disagree. Suns are okay. Medu, good win. Want to not be okay. Yeah. So basically, they're giving up everything they can. Like the Suns just keep giving up everything they can to get pieces, even if they're smaller pieces. Bronga and Chill, no moves made. Why kill himself when a chip is not happening? I feel you. All things basketball. What's up, my guy? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Patrick Beverly's heading to the Bucks. Yep. That's interesting. Okay, let me see if I missed anything else here. Okay, Chris Haynes is reporting. Well, I see this is a repost here, but Chris Haynes is saying the Lakers are expected to keep their same roster. Okay, so let's see if this holds true. Let's see. Okay, Hayes wave, nothing moving there. The Lakers aren't expected to make any moves before the trade deadline, and could shit focus going all in to acquire a player this summer. So that's per Chris Haynes. That's per Chris Haynes. So that could be true. It also could be that he's just not pertinent to what they might be working on. It could be either or. So gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, I'm not convinced that they do a big move. I still think something, even if it's them just getting rid of someone to clear up another slot for a buyout guy like that, I could see. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so they got the 10. Oh man, so the 10 is basically coming out from Tom's across the street, right out there at the corner. Okay, showing the where they're putting the Kobe statue out there. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, cool. I want to check that out. But so yeah, so it's just a matter of seeing what happens next year, man. Patrick Beverly Tomok. Okay, yep. I'm trying to catch up here, man. Let me see. Let's see. What's going on, Jay, man? Pat Bev can't play defense like that anymore. Not like anymore, but in a playoff setting, that guy can get in people's heads. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting one. Yeah, that's an interesting one for Philly too. Pat Bev and Doc Rivers back together again. This is facts too. I forgot about that. And he's playing with Dame. That is wild, bro. That is wild. Oh my God, man. I'm trying to catch up here, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Would you trade D'Lo for Caruso and Drummond? I would love to get Caruso back. Like I said, that's expensive. They want multiple picks. Rob will strike at the deadline, says Guy. Man, we got to wait and see. I hope so. Damn, was hoping maybe we get Schroeder. Damn it, man. Nonetheless, I never thought we needed a huge mega trade. Got time to see what Pelinka does. Yeah, we still got some time left. I'm trying to catch up here, man. Let's see. You want Killian Hayes in the buyout market? Angie says, oh, wow. Let's see. Lakers can get Harry Giles as a backup now. Kevin Taylor says, LA baby is going to be very upset. We might, Kevin. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you. Chris Haynes saying Lakers staying pat. Yeah, I've seen that. But we'll see. Like I said, the probable path for the Lakers is standing. Okay, let me load up his full tweet here. The probable path for the Lakers is standing pat at the trade deadline with potential to acquire an understar player in the offseason when armed with 3 first-round picks, league sources tell NBA on TNT and Bleacher Report. And maybe. Let me see. Okay, sorry, I was looking at something else here. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's their focus, and I'm not really hating on that if that is their focus, because like I said, there is not a ton of things out there right now that's going to take them leaps and bounds past what they are right now. There just isn't. Killian Hayes just got waived, saw that. Let's see, Empire, we aren't winning crap with D'Lo and Reeves in our backcourt and Darvin's camp. Not saying we are, but there's no sense in giving away our assets that can help us win later for a team that probably still wouldn't win. That's my point. Jackson Hayes got released. No, not that Hayes. It's a Hayes in another team. Braun walking to the Knicks. Maybe we'll see. Why don't get in the Braun business if you ain't playing for chips? They got a chip. Lakers are not making a trade. They stand in pat. We'll see. Things can change. Things can change. Could be putting out there, look, they're not making moves. They're standing pat. Then all of a sudden the trade comes out of nowhere because there's some posturing going on here, but we will have to wait and see. That's not, we see. So far, it's just Haynes reporting it. So let's wait and see. Everyone's got different sources. Woj got different sources. Shams, Haynes, Stein, all these guys. We'll see. The Laker guys that cover the team have not come out and said that either. So we will wait and see. We are literally punting this season. Let's see. Jeff, the Pistons wave Killian Hayes. Yep, saw that. Love the show. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? And my guy, JSJ, you got no patience, my guy. You the dude that leaves a family, not female, because she got her nails painted color you don't like. Oh, man, that's wild. That's wild. But funny, but wild. So yeah, so it looks like I caught up here. Man, that was a chore to catch up there, man. But there's still a lot that could happen. There's still we've got about an hour left here. So let's see what goes down here. I'm curious to see if Dejounte gets moved at all. I've kind of held my position saying that I wouldn't be surprised if they go into the summer because, like I said, and Hayes getting released. That's interesting. I feel the Lakers going into the summer with 3 first-round picks to move. If Braun dips and they have the ability to reshape that roster and just gut and get under there's a lot of options for the Lakers this summer. There's more this summer than there is right now. And as a result of that, like I said, it just might make sense for the Lakers to not move any of those picks. And so if they can make a move without giving up those picks, I think they do it. But it's a matter of who can they get Bruce Brown without giving up that pick. And according to Chris Haynes, he says no deal is happening. So we're gonna wait and see. Just bring in Dwight Howard and Darren Collison or John Wall. Call it a day. None of those are likely. What up, KD, man? What up, man? What up, Jeff? Watching you in class right now. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Pay attention in class, though. Pay attention. Check in from time to time. Let's see. Suns are trading out to Jordan Goodwin and Yuta Watanabe and getting Royce O'Neale and David Roddy in return. So they did, yeah. So they moved pieces they have to get those other ones. I still think that something like that could happen with the Lakers. I think someone could come in late and say, okay, we'll take Gabe. I still believe that could happen. So we're gonna have to wait and see here. Let me see. Oh man. Okay, sorry. There's so much like Kobe coverage I'm missing that I'm recording right now. I can't wait to watch when I get off this live. But yeah, like I said, Phoenix went out there and got off a lot of people. You know what I mean? And to fill it in. Now those pieces have to work. Royce O'Neale has to fit and stay healthy. And Roddy, like I said, it's not like he lit us up in the playoffs last year. So we're gonna have to wait and see. I still want Yuta. yeah. I wouldn't mind getting him in the offseason. Hit them likes, skip the likes up, push the channel. One of the best running. Hey, thank you. Love the show. Appreciate you. Let's see. Let's do a quick numbers check here. Let's see where we are at. 113 people in the building, 104 likes. I'll take that. If you have not done so already, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We got tons of other people streaming right now. So the fact that I got over 100 people in the building with me right now, I appreciate that. Thank you guys for pulling up early. Thank you for sticking around. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. This is my first NBA trade deadline covering it. And so happy to spend it with you guys, man. Move my schedule around to make this happen. So definitely appreciate you guys being part of this. But drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and turn on those notification bells to get notified when we go live days like today. I'm live pretty much nightly. We cover the Lakers, we cover the Dodgers, the NBA, and the MLB in general. So if that's your thing, then this is your channel, man. Go ahead and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Great House says, I'm surprised Dorian Finney-Smith is still in net. Like I said, this can come down to the wire. I remember Rob and Jeannie said that they would go all in on Bron and AD if they were healthy. That's a lie because they still aren't making moves. Well, I mean, again, they went all in this offseason with everything they could do. I'm telling you, they're trying to go all in on Bruce Brown. They tried to get Dejounte Murray. It's just it takes two to tango. And if teams aren't willing to sell for what the Lakers are willing to pay, then it's out of our hands. Like they offered D'Lo a first round pick swap, and JHS for Murray. Atlanta, at least to date, has said no to that. Right. So it's not like they just sat back and said, guys, we're not attempting to do anything. It's not like Rob left the office on Monday and said, okay, I'm taking a week off during the trade deadline. It's not like Jeannie said, I forbid you from making moves. It's not like Rambis and his wife got involved and said, you guys can't do this. These are all false narratives, guys. Like they're trying. It's just other teams have to comply, and they just have not yet. I saw Jovan Buddha at a coffee shop this morning by my school in USC. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Can I answer these responses here? Because like I said, I'm working on something for baseball too. So okay, sorry about that. But like I said, it's just a matter of I don't care what anyone reports, and this isn't me being delusional. I don't care what anyone reports, because again, people are reporting. You're only as good as your information, and that's where the information stands right now. Things can change. I've told you multiple times. A deadline forces action. Now, does this guarantee something's going to happen? No. But it also doesn't mean that it can happen. So let's just wait and see. Let me see. Okay, no, that's nothing. That's a repeat of what just came up. So we have to wait it out. And the information that Haynes is putting out there, maybe that's their intention right now, but maybe Toronto calls them back at the last minute and says, okay, we'll take this deal. Maybe Brooklyn calls back and lowers the asking price. These things are possible. While maybe not as likely, they're possible. Yeah, March is brutal, bro, which is why January was so important, man. Bidding for Bruce Brown must be hot right now. It is. Tyrone says, I'm everywhere. What's going on, Ty? I remember Rob and Jeannie. Okay, saw that. You do reads for Bruce Brown? I would not. Yep, 1 hour left. Rob about to sign Killian Hayes, Harry Giles, and Joe Harris. You're doing a phenomenal job, Jeff. Enjoying listening to you and reading all the comments. Relax. Hey, thank you, Purple and Gold. I understand what people want. I understand that people want transactions. I understand that people want their team to be better. I understand all this, man. But it's just business is business, man. We all want to get a car for cheaper. We all want to get a house for cheaper. We all don't want to overpay. We all don't want to do all this stuff, right? But when our teams operate the same way, when a team doesn't want to overpay for something, then we want to hold them accountable. But then we go home and live our lives in a way of not wanting to overpay too. It's not about what you make. At the end of the day, whether you're a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever it is, there still is a point where something is too expensive, no matter how much money you have. So I think people are hypocritical when they sit back, when they watch their money, like they can afford something, but still don't want to pay that worth because they just don't want to do it. So no matter how much money you have, more money, more problems, baby. And what I'm saying is, no matter how much money you have or how little money you have, there are still things you can afford that you still decide not to do. So let's not be hypocritical here. Let's not be hypocritical. All right. If the Lakers choose that something is too expensive, that's how they run their business. It is what it is. Throwing a tantrum changes nothing. Support the team that's out there on the court. That's our job. Support what's there. That's our job. Their job is to try to improve that team. They're trying to do it. It's just, like I said, it takes two to tango, guys. JSJ, Harris is a sniper, so I wouldn't mind signing him. Well, he was a sniper. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have seen him this year. He's looked bad in a lot of games that I've seen him play. What's going on, Charlie? Thank you. Appreciate you. Harris is not the same. Oh yeah, he is not. Let's see. Atlanta did same thing to John Collins for years. They absolutely did. They drug it out. Facts. Hayes to Spurs would be interesting. French connection. That is true. Love the show says, does ATL have the same game GM for the last 4 years? No. They've got Landry Fields right now, so that's a good point. Rob bluffing, saying they staying put. That is possible. Let me get back. See, is there anything happening? Second. All right. So there's a lot of people just retweeting and putting the same narrative out that Chris Haynes put. Not another reporter, not another credible source, but a lot of people just spreading his report out there. So gonna have to wait and see, because like I said, we are all just as good as the information we currently have. Things can change. We holding into 4 second-round picks. So why are we holding on to them? Then we have Braun and AD. Okay, that I agree. But again, I think they're willing to move those second-round picks. But the players that they want to move them for, the teams have to be willing to do that. Micah, what's going on, man? This is one trade deadline. I won't be mad if we don't make trades. Some trades I would like, but not at the expense of the team or what Braun wants. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But the days of me doing whatever we need to do for LeBron James are over. You know what I mean? We got to do what's best for our future. If he's not caring about our future, then at some point we can't always worry about his present. We just can't. And it's not that we can't try to appease him, but let me see. Okay, my baseball people are like they're clearly trolling me right now. Let me see anything else. But like I said, if he's only worried about his current and his legacy, then I'm not mad at the Lakers for worrying about them. If there's not a partnership there where he is truly about what's best for the team, then at some point the Lakers have to be like, look, we're not done with you, but we're done with this type of relationship. Like, you either are with us or you're not. And if you're not, we're still the Lakers. You're not that guy that shows up and delivers a championship or a finals appearance just by being here. You're not that guy anymore. You're not. So if you think you are, then take that mentality to another team and continue to show the world in another city and another team and another GM that you're not that, and then bring that passive aggressiveness there and let their fan base deal with it. But at the same time, if you want to go all in and you want to be a Laker and you want to be supportive, I hope he is. I hope he does want to be here. I hope he is on the same page with them. I hope he does opt in and come back. And I hope the Lakers do play deep into the playoffs. But I'm not giving up my entire future to save a 39-year-old's legacy. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. If it's a trade that makes sense, I'm doing it. If not, I don't. If the Lakers preserving the future should be a seller, even if it's 2 second-round picks. Let me see. Joe Harris, 15 minutes, just catch and shoot helps. Again, have you guys seen him this year? Oh, man. What the? I'm not touching that one. Bloodhound, what's going on, man? With the new CBA today could be a forerunner for future NBA trades. It's not just a new CBA; it's the play-in tournament. It's a weak draft. We got movement early in the season. We got Harden moved. We got Siakam moved. We got OG Anunoby moved. We had big trades. They just happened early. You know what I mean? And again, the play-in tournament has slowly been killing trade deadlines. We're still getting heavy volume today, but I told you guys last night, like Woj said, you'll see probably 15 moves or so. But it will most likely be guys in the range of like 7 to 10 rotation versus 1 to 5. And that's been the case because a lot of the top end guys moved earlier. So we got movement, just not at the trade deadline. And that's a fact. So we have to remember that we got spoiled early. We got big trades earlier in the season. We just aren't getting them right now yet. So, but again, the play-in tournament, the new CBA is part of it. A weak draft is part of it. The fact that 75% of all first-round picks over the next handful of years are owned by about 11 teams who aren't going to cash those in right now. That leaves 2/3 of the league who's out there trying to shop with not a ton of assets to go get the players that they want. So teams are choosing to wait. It's common sense at this point. It's not just black and white here. There is a gray area here. And like I said, at the end of the day, with all those teams, the teams holding the first-round picks, not really interested in any guy on the market right now, not prioritizing them, I should say. And then a weak draft, the new CBA, and it all makes sense in the play-in tournament. It all makes sense. Why? If you sit and look at all the details, there's a ton of things that were leading up to this. Ton of things. Now, I thought that this trade deadline would be busier because of the summer, but like I said, a lot of those moves got made earlier than expected. So we got trades early, which we should have been excited about because it's, so we got some early dog days of the NBA moves, which is rare. And we got that. We got 3 pretty decent trades prior to February. So that kind of gave us some news early on. D'Lo doesn't want to leave LA. No, he doesn't. Lakers don't want to win. Are they serious? It's not that they don't want to win. Okay, nothing. Like, see, I'm just trying to catch up here. So Chris Haynes also reported that it seemed that that the talks between New Orleans and Atlanta on Dejounte Murray had pretty much died and stalled. So let's see if that picks up towards the end here. Like I said, these reporters aren't lying, or they're not wrong when they report something hours earlier and then teams change their mind. That happens. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to get a drink of water here. And sorry about that. I'm talking a long time, man. Get a little thirsty here. And as long as the Lakers are not willing to move Austin Reeves for the guys that are available, then it makes these moves difficult, because that is the guy. It's funny because everyone talks about how much no one wants Austin Reeves, yet the whole league is calling the Lakers trying to get him. I find that amazing. Just amazing. So let's see here. Let me see. Okay, so we got 108 likes on the video, so greatly appreciate you guys. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Maybe you're new. Maybe it's your first time being part of our community. We welcome you with open arms. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. Drop a like on the video. Would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It really helps grow the channel, and that's what we're here to do. So greatly appreciate you guys. Dave McMinimum said Lakers are not close to making any trades. Okay, well, there you go. So let's see. Yes, but nobody plays well in the Pistons. That's true. But catch and shoot guys not being able to catch and shoot. Jeff, preach. You're making me say hallelujah in class right now. Hallelujah. You're giving up your future, not helping Bron's legacy. Bron walks in the summer, window closed for a decade. Facts. That's what I'm saying. So look, the Lakers are probably gone to LeBron. So you guys kind of heard me yesterday break down like our phone call will go in the morning from Pelinka to Landry Fields, right? So Rob Pelinka probably calls Rich Paul this morning, like, hey, what's going on? Oh, nothing, you know, just here count my millions. Okay, that's cool. So look, Bron. Yeah. Is he willing to commit to next year? Like, is he willing to say he's opting in? Will he remove the pressure? Like, if we unload some assets here, will he commit? Bron, Bron wants to wait to the offseason. We feel we want to see what the team looks like, how this finishes. He's not even thinking about that yet. He's not even thinking. Oh, he's not thinking about it. Oh, he's not thinking about it. Okay. But he's thinking about New York and letting that get out there. But he's not thinking. Oh, okay. Gotcha. He's not thinking about it. Gotcha. Well, we're thinking about it. So, we think that maybe it would be nice if y'all thought about maybe continuing the partnership past this year, so then we can go do our job operating under that assumption. That's just what we think. But if he's not thinking about it, if he's not thinking about LA, he's thinking about New York. If he's not thinking about LA, then maybe we're thinking we need to think about LA. And we'll holla. Damn. And hang up. And that's how they should be doing it right now. Try to get some type of confirmation. And if he's not going to give it to you, then don't empty the clip. That's what I would do. If Bron's leaving, why stay pat? Should be sellers and recoup some assets. They don't know if he's leaving. That's the thing. NBA should fold after 77 seasons. Can we join the StreamYard or not? No, we're not having on the panel right now. Killian Hayes be a bucket getter. Can he? We'll see. Are there bucket getters in the buyout market? We got to wait to see till after these trades go down and see if there's any trades that happen towards the end that guys get bought out on. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything here. Okay, so Detroit waived Daniel House Jr. That's someone I can see the Lakers going after. I can see the Lakers going after House. Could definitely see that. A lot of contenders, though, because his money isn't big money. So I could see a lot of teams trying to go after him. So, but there's a buyout guy right there. Let's see. Daniel House just saw that. Let's see. Please link. No link tonight. No link today. So let's see. So we're about 45 minutes away, y'all. We're about 45 minutes away, man. I'm sitting here. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I gotta wait to eat over here, man. Gotta take my dog for a walk. He getting antsy. Gardner still didn't show up, though. What's up with this, man? What's going on, man? What's going on here? There's gonna be a lot of people in on House, though. A lot of people in on House for sure. Is going on here? Okay, let me. Jazz J, you know what to do. You know what to do. Let's see here. Grindhouse King said this is garbage now. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Let's see. We got our first troll of the afternoon. There we go. There we go. There we go. We've been expecting you. Took a little while, but you here. You here. Let me see. What is? Let me see. Why can't I? This stupid. Hold up. All right. All right. See you later. Adios. Tu mañana. Safe travels. Enjoy your trade deadline elsewhere. Let's see. They might. They might. For sure they might. Daniel Housewave. Yep. But man, 45 minutes here, man. 45 minutes. Waiting to see what happens here. Recap of what's gone down. So it is a lot of nothing for the Lakers. Some things for the other teams. Yeah, Shan Music, what's going on, brother? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Nothing going on. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, bro. Waiting to see what happens next, but we got to wait, and see. Like I said, the information that's out there right now being leaked is that the Lakers are looking like they're going to stand pat. Maybe that's posturing. Maybe that's negotiation. Maybe that's leverage. I don't know. And like I said, trust me, from experience, I'm telling you that that they things could come together at the end here, man. Let's see. Gonna have to wait and see because, like I said, we're only as good as the information we receive, and right now, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Okay, yeah. So another thing to keep in mind about Joe Harris is that he can't sign. His range of who he can sign with is limited because of his salary. So he's not available to every contender. He is available to the Lakers, but I'm not even entirely sure I want him on the Lakers because I told you he's been pretty trash this year. And I know everyone in Detroit has been trash, but he's been really bad, like really bad. He's nowhere near the same player he used to be. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with him. We had Braun and AD, Lakers staying pat twice now. It's looking more and more like that. D'Lo hot streak really got to Rob. They got him wanting to keep him, it looks like. So, it could be also, it could be, Shan, that it's not just that it got to Rob, because I believe they did shop him. But again, it takes two to tango, and they just couldn't get a deal done. The Lakers definitely included him in Murray talks. They probably included him in other talks. But again, it takes two to tango. It takes a team wanting to take him on to get a player. You can't go get a good player without the other team wanting to give him up and take what you have to offer. So the Lakers were not having multiple first-round picks. The Lakers not having a ton of desirable salaries right now. Come summertime, like I said, I think the Lakers will be in position to do something. And if they feel they can do something with 3 first-round picks, but they give up one of them now, and it takes them out of what they really, truly want to do, then I understand that thinking a little bit there. Bro, hell no. Joe Harris is washed. That's what I'm saying. People keep talking about him, and I'm like, that guy he has nothing left. He is nothing left. I would actually be more upset about the Lakers signing Joe Harris than not making a trade at the deadline. I would actually be more upset about that. Imagine when D'Lo falls back to earth, the blowback the fans are going to make. But again, the thing I want to continue to harp on about D'Lo is that D'Lo, if he's used correctly, is capable of playing the way he's been playing. Like, D'Lo is capable of averaging 23 points a game next to Bron and AD. If they let him play his game, let him play his role, let him get his touches, let him play with the ball in his hands, not the entire game, but throughout the game, then this D'Lo, I think, is someone that you can get production from. But as far as D'Lo is not going to be, he's not a top 2 guy, right? He's a 3-4 guy. So I believe he's capable of putting up numbers that justify that range. It's just a matter of, are the Lakers going to continue to play him in that role? At some point, is Braun going to be like, forget it, I'm going full-fledged hero mode? And then we'll have to see about that. But if they allow him to play the way that he wants to play, then I believe this version of D'Lo can continue as far as him scoring 20 plus per game. I believe that can happen. But is he going to be a guy that can go get you 30 every night? No. He's going to get you 30 multiple times in a playoff series. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it or like count on that continuously. So it's just a matter of what is what is your role for him, and are you going to continue to use him in that role? Because I think that is more important than anything else. Let's see. D'Lo and Reeves are poor defenders. That's the issue. They're not great defenders. I think it's a little overhyped as far as I think that gets expanded on upon. Like I said, Reeves competes. He just doesn't have the physical attributes, where D'Lo has the physical attributes but doesn't compete as much. This is why I wanted Dennis Schroeder back, because a point of attack defender. This is why I wanted Bruce Brown. But obviously Dennis doesn't appear to be happening unless there's a 3-team deal that materializes. And Bruce Brown, they would love to get him. It's just a matter of, Toronto has to want to send him here. And as of right now, per reports, it doesn't look like it's happening right now. So we're going to have to wait and see. Why won't Chicago make a move? It's not that they won't. They still might. Drummond is still available. DeRozan still could get moved. Caruso could still get moved. Things could still happen. There's still, a little over 40 minutes left here. Wouldn't mind giving Harry Giles a try. Might slightly be better than Hayes. They might look at him. Jeff, I really want Daniel House in the small forward. We need just got to sign him. I would like him too, but he's going to be eligible to sign with multiple teams, so the Lakers might miss out on him. I would cry tears of joy if we somehow got Caruso. You and me both, bro. I may throw a party on a Thursday, man, if we got Caruso. I really want him back. Bron needs to allow AD to be more true number one. Facts. We got a super chat in the building. Richard Kenny, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. He said, masterclass multitasking, bro. Love from Ireland. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm a pretty good multitasker, man. I'm doing work for 2 different businesses right now while live streaming for y'all, man. Planning out. I got a bunch of things going on right now while I'm doing this show. So greatly appreciate you noticing the skill set of being a multitasker, because that is exactly what I am. So thank you so much for that compliment. Thank you so much for your super chat. Most importantly, thank you so much for your time all the way from Ireland, man. Shout out to you. I greatly appreciate you and everyone else who's in the building. What if Dinwiddie gets bought out? He might get bought out. That's something that's possible. We can sign Killian Hayes to play defense as a guard. Yeah, we could, but other teams might be interested too. What will happen to Kelly Oubre if Buddy is there? That's a good point. But I don't know if Philly's done yet either. I don't know if Philly's done. Philly still has some pieces they can move. Who knows if Joel is coming back? And as far as everything I've heard about Philly is early on in the season, they were really kind of tied to Jeremy Grant. Then they've gone down the path of they want to have full flexibility this summer, not necessarily just for free agents, but to be able to make a big trade. So we'll have to wait to see if that is still their train of thought. And, maybe they make a move. Maybe they go out and get someone that's 1 year left on the deal. Maybe they go out and get someone who's got 1+1 and a club option. Like I said, I don't necessarily think Bruce Brown, but who knows? Crazier things have happened. But very curious to see what happens with Bruce Brown. Does he stay in Toronto? Does that happen? Very curious to see what happens here. The fact that if he doesn't get moved, that would surprise me a little bit. It really would, because I don't see Toronto being interested in keeping that him for a second year unless they decide to pick up the club option and move him in a trade similar to what Indiana did. I think a lot of people aren't speaking on that. Sorry about that, guys. So I don't know, if there's, that's an option that I think people aren't really talking about right now, is maybe Bruce Brown maybe Toronto uses him similar to how Indiana did. And he just keeps getting passed around because of the money, So we'll have to wait and see how that all plays out, man. What if Dinwiddie gets bought out? Touched on that. You're right. We can sign. Okay. I'm doubling up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Our Blazers didn't make any moves yet. Again, I want to stress you guys, there's still about 40 minutes left. There's still some deals that are coming. I'm most pissed about the Suns getting O'Neale and only giving up scraps. Yeah, that seemed a little, man. Braun has clearly taken a step back this year. AD isn't raw dogging on the offensive end consistently. Let's stop the Braun hate. If AD was a dog, he would demand the rock and the spotlight. I got some pushback on that, because when AD they've given him the ball. So if you look at that first half of the Charlotte game, when they gave the ball to AD and let him operate out of the high post in the triple threat position where he can pass, put the ball on the floor, or look to be a scorer, look how well, I understand it was Charlotte, but it doesn't matter. I don't care who they're playing against. If that's what they're running with AD with the ball in his hands and let him be in triple threat, the Lakers are a much better team. That is on AD. He needs to turn that up and be that more often, but they went away from that completely in the second half and were barely getting him the ball. So if they play that type of game with AD, the team is much better, like they were in that first half of the Charlotte game. So AD is proven it multiple times, and he even talked about it last night, even defensively. He talked about it on D'Lo's podcast where he was talking about coaches, multiple coaches during his career, because I've heard him mention this before about Vogel and Monty Williams. So it isn't just Ham he spoke about it on. He was saying like multiple coaches throughout his entire career have not allowed him to go out there and just be the killer he wants to be defensively, because so many want them to contribute on offense, right? And he wants to, but he would prefer to be the defensive dominant stopper and a secondary scorer. But when he's got the skill set up there in the high post there with a triple threat, man, he's just such a different killer. But the team's got to give him the ball up there to make that happen. It's sad knowing Lakers could get Jaime or George, but chose a project instead. Yeah, we got that. That remains to be seen what happens there, man. Let's see. How much stock do you have on the Kyrie trade to the Lakers? 0. Warriors and Lakers should team up. That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. What's up, J Manny? What's up, JSJ and chat? What are the Raptors doing? Why trade first? Olynyk is expiring. Yeah, I don't get that one either. I don't know. I don't understand that deal. Part of me thought at first, and maybe like they're gonna flip him elsewhere, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that deal is about. And then maybe they're doing like similar to what they did with Jakob Poeltl last year, where they traded for him, planning to, resign him in the offseason and make him part, that vet over there with that team. He's Canadian. We'll see. Maybe they can bring the Canadian to Canada, right? So we're gonna have to wait and see. That one kind of threw me off a little bit there for sure. Everybody, please like, subscribe. It costs you nothing. Actual factuals, man. Appreciate you, Kurt. Let's do a quick check here. We got 73 people in the building right now, 114 likes. So greatly appreciate you guys. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so. Subscribe to the channel. Truly goes a long way to help the channel out. Like I said, there's a lot of people putting in work right now. So salute to all of them for doing it. It's a great trade deadline to cover with all the rumors and everything. Not a ton of action, but there was this morning. But it's my first trade line. Covering on YouTube. So I'm extremely excited to be here with you guys and to do that. So shout out to you guys for pulling up and spending the time in here. Greatly appreciate you guys, man. Curtis Farrer, I don't want to talk about it. He said, okay, I'm minding my business. I'm staying out of their chats here. But yeah, man, still it feels like it's gonna be a long 30 minutes, right? A long 30 minutes. Any predictions in the chat? Do you guys think anything crazy can still happen? Do you think Murray gets moved somewhere? Do you think Bruce Brown gets moved somewhere? Do you think Jeremy Grant gets moved somewhere? Do you think Philly does another deal? Do you think Sacramento does anything? Do you think the Warriors do something? Like, where are you guys at? Talk to me here. Curious to see, what's happening here. Do you think the Heat do anything? So Pat's over here saying he's got to get his relationship right with Dame. Oh, man. That's wild, man. That's wild. Dame and Pat on the same team. That's going to be wild. I mean, if Pat could play with Russ and become friends with Russ, then anything is possible, man. That's for sure. That's for sure. Oh yeah, Chicago too. I hope Chicago does something. I think there's a chance they still do something. Chicago, Shan, may just be sitting back, telling teams that we'll take the best offer at the deadline. So that's a real thing too. About 35 minutes left here. So that's a real thing. They could just be saying, look, we're going to take the best offer at the deadline. And maybe they do that move then. So wait and see. Hold tight. I want the Lakers and Bulls to team up. I would love that. Definitely would love that. Where do you see Daniel House going to? I don't know, because he's going to have no shortage of suitors. So he probably might command like a star, obviously a big role and get a commitment there. But we will see where he ends up. He was one of those guys that went a lot of places that Harden did. So, just keep that in mind too. Let's see. Kind of surprised we haven't heard more from the Warriors. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. No real beef in the league. Nah, there's no real beef out there, man. Not if these dudes like bark, they chirp at each other, and then when it comes down to it, they just, you know what it is, man. It's a different league now, man. Someone said Chicago was staying pat. That would be wild. That'd be wild if they stayed pat. Jeff, what do you think of the Timberwolves pickup yesterday? I like that move from Monte Morris, getting him cheap, because like I said, being that he has potential to be a rental, he's an unrestricted free agent. You can get him on the low. That's a solid backup point guard addition here. Tyus Jones hasn't moved yet either. So just keep an eye here. There's still some things that can happen here. I think Sixers getting Drummond. I've heard that too. I've seen that around, that they're still trying to get him. Maybe that does happen. Empire Triple Salute. What's going on? Hit Stick Stepper, my guy. Bold trade prediction. We acquire Anthony Simons. Oh, man, that will be dope. We got him. I like Anthony, man. I like Duke Buck and Hanson. What's good, man? That's a bucket right there. But let's see. Let's see if that Chris Haynes report is true. Chris Haynes said it. Woj hasn't said it. Shams hasn't said it. Stein hasn't said it. some heavy hitters still haven't confirmed that. So while I'm not challenging Chris Haynes, it's just he's just going off what people are telling him in his sources. But who knows? Maybe he's getting that from another team that's saying the Lakers basically told those other teams, "Nah, we're cool." But like I said, that phone rings at 11:45, 11:55. Things can still happen. So let's wait and see. I've often felt for the last few months, as I've told you guys, that that I have not felt that they were in the running for Murray, just because I felt he'd be too expensive. I still feel that way, unless something gets crazy here at the end. But I definitely still feel that way. Let's see. Yeah, nothing happening here. No news right now. It's tough, man. It's tough. I know y'all want action, man. I mean, Chris Haynes did say the Lakers and Nets discussed a deal about Kyrie, so he can be wrong. Well, yeah, I mean, they did discuss, but again, discussions. I think the Lakers, the teams are still calling the Lakers. I promise you this. Hey, you're seriously not moving Reeves? Yeah, we're good. All right, well, what about this? Like, Lakers are still calling, saying you really won't make this deal if we don't include Reeves? Like, they're prioritizing this offseason because they don't want to give up a first. If a deal becomes available without them having to give up a first, then that could still come together before the trade deadline. I'm telling you this. Doesn't mean it will. It does not mean it will. So, but I'm saying, what I'm telling you is no report is final until 12 o'clock strikes, because the information that he provided was the information he had at the time, which happens all the time. How many times did people say this deal wasn't happening? This deal wasn't happening. This deal wasn't happening. Lakers are standing pat. I can't tell you how many reporters said AD to the Lakers was not happening. I can't tell you how many reporters said that Dwight Howard to the Lakers was not happening. I can't tell you how many times people reported incorrectly, because it wasn't the fact that they were just reporting on what they were being told at the time. And sometimes these teams use these media guys as leverage. That's a fact. That's known. So it doesn't mean that the media guys are wrong. They're only as good as the information they have at the time, right? And we're in a fluid league. Things can change. We're going to have to wait and see if that changes here. The phones are definitely still alive. I'm going to be a little surprised if Bruce Brown doesn't move. I will be a little surprised if Bruce Brown doesn't move. I was pretty sure he was out of there. But like I said, maybe there is a world where Toronto tries to recreate that Bruce Brown contract in a way that Indiana did this year. It's possible. And that could have been overlooked. Deadline D'Lo's ear has to be ringing. Deadline D'Lo. Yeah, facts, man. Why would Raptors want to hang on to Bruce Brown? His trade value would diminish significantly after this trade season. Part of his value comes from signing on team-friendly deal next offseason. That's what I just touched on. It could be that maybe they want to do similar to what Indiana did and have him inflated, that you can use his money to move. Like I said, if the Hawks keep Dejounte Murray, just using this as an example, if the Hawks don't move Dejounte Murray and his salary goes up to $25 million for next season, well, then you were going to need a guy who's going to that type of money can be moved in a move like that, right? So, and at that point, it would be an expiring deal. So I'm just giving an example here. I'm trying to make a case for why Toronto might be considering that. So, like I said, because some of these contracts get overbloated and overpaid, so they can help facilitate a trade down the road. That's the whole reason why Indiana signed Bruce Brown and overpaid him, was to line him up in a trade like they did for Pascal Siakam. So Toronto was part of that trade, right? So they know, they're very aware of what that contract was able to accomplish. So maybe, just maybe, they're thinking along the lines of something like that. Maybe, but it's just the other side of the coin on that. Big Baby says LBJ is done with the Lakers. We'll see. Lakers want a run for a third star to pair with AD when Bron is gone. They have to start considering post-LeBron era here. The Lakers do. Gabe Vincent is still a Laker, but he's still hurt too. Will Lakers be able to get anyone on the buyout market or their roster full? Yes, they'll be able. They got one roster spot available now, and if they move someone else, then that could open up. Maybe one of their minimum guys get booted, and that opens up 2 slots for a buyout candidate here. Absolutely. Join us on Playback TV, man. www.playback.tv/EmpireJeffTV to watch us call games live, NBA League Pass, national TV games. The first 20 people to every show get a free NBA League Pass VIP pass so that you watch any game that I'm currently watching for free, even without any blackout restriction. So EmpireJeff on playback.tv/EmpireJeff TV. Appreciate you, Kirk. And things are slowing down here. Let's see. Let me see here. Very interested to see what comes together here in the final 30 minutes. I'm still tripping on Pat and Dame being on the same team. I was still tripping on that, man. I'm still tripping on that. It's quiet. It's quiet right now. 30 more minutes, y'all. 30 more minutes, y'all. Jeannie Buss needs to sell the team to the Guggenheim Group, owners of Dodgers. Yeah, it's just not happening. She's not giving up. She's not giving up control of the team. Like, she may sell all the way up to 49%, but they're not going to give up. The Buss family is not going to give up controlling interest in the team. Thoughts on Daniel House being a temporary Vander replacement? I would love Daniel House, but there's going to be stiff competition for him. So annoying that media overcovers the Lakers for ratings. I think it hurts Lakers trade value at times, though narratives, although some of them send subliminal insults. Yeah, 100% true. 100% true. The narratives are wild. We may be in the most wild narrative era that I've ever seen. The narratives are so crazy, Nick. Wow, so crazy. Some of these narratives, and it's like people run off with other people's narratives and they just fly all over the place. The era of bad takes is wild right now. Some of the takes I see are just nuts. Just talk about not knowing the business of basketball at all. Some of these people are just wild. I have a feeling Murray will become a Pelican. Well, again, Chris Haynes pretty much labeled that as dead this morning. Let's see if he's right on that. Do you think the Sixers will try to get Drummond? They are trying to get Drummond, yes. Can Bruce Brown force his way to the Lakers if his agent behind the scenes is telling all other teams his preference is LA? I mean, they could try it, but he doesn't have a ton of leverage there. Murray being traded to the Pelicans will be the nail in the coffin, or that would sting. Woj says on ESPN that the Hawks and Raptors are still discussing Dejounte Murray and Bruce Brown deals respectively. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are. This will go all the way up to the deadline. They're doing their job. That's what they're supposed to do. I don't care what anyone says. The Lakers are still discussing deals. Now, the expectation may be that they stand pat because they don't seem to be taking any of the offers that these other teams are doing right now. And that's fine from a perspective of where that report comes from. But they sit here and act like Rob has left the office for today and isn't talking to teams right now. That would be wild for people to think. And if you can believe and know, which is a fact, that Rob is still talking to people, then you have to understand that a deal could still happen, right? It still could happen. Will it? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see there. But as far as if you think that Rob got in his car and drove home for the night, then you definitely big tripping. You're big tripping. It's not where it's at. He's still taking calls. He's still making calls. But it's just a matter of what are these other teams like willing to do now? Now that it's down to the wire, what is Toronto willing to do? Maybe if they haven't gotten these offers that they love and want yet, what do they do? What if Atlanta? What if a move comes along that Atlanta just doesn't love? Do they wait for the summer, or are they hell bent on making a move now? That's what I'm saying. We're gonna find out what Atlanta's true intentions are very soon. Are they convinced that they need to make this move now, or are they comfortable with waiting to the summer? We're going to find out their strategy in under 30 minutes. So here we go. This is the final stretch here. This is the fourth quarter. We're going to wait and see. I've been here 2 hours with you guys breaking all this stuff, man. Drop a like on the video, man, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I am on 2 hours in here, y'all. After 3 hours last night, I'm putting in this work. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to get notified when we go live. I move my whole schedule around today to open up the morning for you guys here. So you know what I'm saying? So just drop a like on the video. It goes a long way to help. And subscribe to the channel. Would greatly appreciate you, man. Rob is doing anything now with is not doing anything right now. I disagree. What are the trade details for the Mavs Gafford deal? So that one, let me load that up. Give me 1 second. So that one, okay, that's the PJ Washington one. Where's the Gafford? So they got Daniel Gafford for Rashawn Holmes and draft compensation. So they had to go and pull. They made a separate side deal there with OKC to get some draft capital to flip over to Washington to help make that happen. So that's what it was. They were in on. If you guys listened to the show last night, I told you about the Dallas was becoming very aggressive, and they were going after multiple guys. Said that Grant Williams was heavily involved, and I know they talked to Milwaukee about Portis, but they obviously made that move for PJ Washington, Grant Williams, and a first to Charlotte for PJ Washington, and then they made that move for Gafford. So they had their hopes on being able to get Kuzma, but they had been talking with Washington, similar to how the Lakers were talking with Washington all last season, basically saying we'll take whichever one, Kuzma or Rui. Washington elected to keep Kuzma and invest in him long term, and made Rui available. The Lakers pounced on that. This is similar to Dallas talking about Gafford and Kuzma, and then same thing. They decided to keep Kuzma and move Gafford. So it was Dallas this year instead of the Lakers last year. And again, I know people kept talking about that we had a great relationship with Washington. That GM is gone. It's the old Clipper GM there now, and it's a whole different regime over there right now. So that relationship has to be rebuilt over there. That's the start from the ground floor. What do we got? Nothing. Okay. Who's going to be our big to guard Jokic? Yeah, man, they're going to have to figure that out for sure. We got to hope we get to a place where we can face Jokic, right? 20 more minutes left. Hearing no Laker news. Nothing right now. People mad we may not make a trade. Did LeBron have minions to did LeBron hire minions to complain? That's hilarious. Time to move on to the Dodgers. Oh, the Dodgers about to be very, very fun. That's a fact, man. Waiting is hard. I get you. I get it. I understand. I've been there, but I'm trying to cover this team. I'm trying to cover basketball. You know what I mean? I'm not going to overreact to anything. Nothing. I'm not. This isn't the tantrum channel. This isn't the thorough fit channel. This is the content, what the reality is of the moment. And that's what we're sticking with here. So will I be upset if the Lakers don't make a move? I want them to make a move, but I don't want them to make a move just to make a move. I'm one of those guys who believe our future is still important. And I love having LeBron James here, but I'm tired of giving up our future just to please him and still not win. So at some point, we have to walk back on that. Pels have the best chance of getting Murray. If that happens, that would sting extra. They do have a good chance of better chance than we did, yes. But again, Haynes reported this morning that deal was essentially dead. Angie says, do you think Utah is going to buy out Otto Porter? They might. They very well could. Let's see. What about Trent Jr.? He's an expiring deal. Again, like I said, yes, he's available still. Thank God for Dodgers spring trading. Richard says, need to stack our vet men to free up space. Feel like there's still some more impactful buyout candidates. Yeah, there will be. LeBron probably isn't happy, but it has to be happy with the road trip results. Yep, there's that. Jeff, let that horn go for what you just said about Bron in the future. Yeah, man. I just, like I said, I'm past that. I think the Lakers are too. I think they're past sacrificing our entire future to please a guy who won't commit to that future. So at some point, like I said, next, you know what I mean? I've loved having him here. We got a chip. I'm not mad if he comes back, obviously. I want to see him go on a heck of a run here in the second half. But at some point, we're not going to sit here and just overcommit our future assets to a guy that will not commit to us. I told you, we are not Cleveland. We are not Miami. We don't do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to sit here and gut everything we have just to make you happy when you can still say, okay, I'm out if it doesn't work, and blame everyone else in the process. I'm like, why are we doing that? Let that sucker fly. So here we go, man. 20 minutes, y'all. 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. Does Bruce Brown get moved? Does Dejounte Murray get moved? Does Portland do anything? Do the Bulls do anything? Like, what is happening here? What is happening here, man? And while I expect that no matter what move, even if there is a move that the Lakers do, I expect people to be unhappy. It's just the nature of Laker Nation. Spoiled, impatient. We want it now. It's just the way it goes. But we're sitting back. We're writing out these final 20 minutes. Reports are indicating that the Lakers will stand back and focus on getting a star next year, and or to have 3 picks available to make a move in the summer. That is reportedly their stance, according to Chris Haynes. We will see if that becomes law come 12 p.m. Pacific at noon Pacific, and even a couple minutes after the fact, because deals can still kind of trickle in after that deadline, because it gets, as long as it's sent into the league by 12, sometimes it takes a few minutes for those to roll in. So we're gonna have to wait and see on those, but it's getting closer by the minute here. Yep, nothing. Still will be kind of surprised that Bruce Brown doesn't get moved. Still would be. And this is the point, y'all. This is the point where teams really, in about 3 minutes here, this is when calls and texts start to fly, where you have to have the assistant GM or the assistant or the executive assistant start making calls for you as well, because you're calling so many people to check in the final stretch here. So dudes are about to be on phones left and right for the final 15 minutes here. Even if teams that aren't making a move, just seeing what becomes available here in the end, what pops up here when no one expected it. And we're reaching that point now where teams who may not have been active all day kind of pop their head out and see if they can go bargain shopping here. See if they can snatch something to be had right now. This is the time. Right now is the time. So got to wait and see what happens in these next 15 minutes. I feel like we need to open up at least one roster spot if we stand pat. That's what I'm saying. So maybe one of the minimum guys go, maybe a Hayes, Wood, or Cam goes. Maybe. I'm not saying that happened. I'm just saying I do think that. Because at that point, I don't know if the Lakers want to buy someone out and still take that hit when they can trade them. So if they have an idea that they're going to be getting rid of someone or having their eye on 2 buyout guys, then maybe they do trade one of those minimums. I've talked about that. I thought a move would happen even if it was them setting out a minimum guy just to clear up a spot. This is the point where teams go FOMO. Yeah, for real. But I mean, we may get a trade. Hopefully it's one that calms down the minions. Nothing will calm everyone down, bro. Bridges says, still no DFS or Bruce trade. Nope. Kobe statue tonight. Facts. Can't wait for that. And like I said, I will be there tonight. So I'll get, won't have any pictures of the statue though, because they've said that it will not be made public tonight, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. But I will be at the game tonight. So I'm excited about that. But other than that, was hopeful that, we might be able to at least see the statue before the game or after the game. Does not appear to be the case right now. So we will have to wait until tomorrow. So that becomes a realistic option. This is high stakes game of chicken. This is facts, man. No, William, nothing yet. We're waiting. We're in the final stretch, man. Final stretch right now. Nope. I expect some more to hit before the deadline here. Not necessarily saying it's going to be the Lakers, but I expect more to hit for sure. Here we go. Spurs are trading Doug McDermott to the Pacers, sources still. Okay, so there's a move. Not necessarily insanity, but there's a move. So here we go. Told you. Guys calling in the final 15 minutes. Best offer. Here we go. And there it was. So now it's about what other moves happen here? So there's Woj with that. Shout out to Woj. McDermott to the Pacers. So they get McDermott to replace Buddy shooting. And see here. And it went for a second round pick. So I thought McDermott might potentially have been a buyout guy. So that's another buyout guy. That's another potential buyout guy for the Lakers off the market here. So I'm just checking on messages from people that are sending over and trying to get some intel here. We are spoiled. We are absolutely spoiled. Traction on a trade because, okay, Nicholas, you I know you know this. Like, second round picks aren't enough. You have to move the salary, and the teams have to want that salary you're sending out. So it's not just, let me send you all these second round picks and give me your player. It doesn't work that way. Mathematics, simple mathematics. Which moment do they capture of Kobe? Part of me thinks it's the moment he stands on the table when they won the fifth ring, a fadeaway, or when he hit the game winner on the Suns and pulling his jersey. All those are great, man. But pulling on the jersey, man, would be nuts. But so many great ones, too many great ones to pick from. I just don't want to be the one that had to pick that. That'd be crazy. But yeah, so. But again, I'll stand on that. Us as Laker fans, we are spoiled. We are impatient. That's a fact. I'll stand on that all day long. And like I said, you can have all the second round picks you want. If they value other teams' guys with second round picks that other teams have, then you're not going to get it. You're not going to get them. The Lakers don't just get to wake up and decide they're doing a trade today and it get done. Pacers are trading Marcus Morris and a second round pick and cash to the Spurs for Doug McDermott. So I can see Marcus Morris getting bought out. And there it is. Morris back to the Spurs. He was almost a Spur one time, and then he kind of spurred them and signed with the Knicks. That's funny that they actually traded for him back. But Marcus Morris moved after being moved earlier and now moved to San Antonio. So definitely a buyout candidate there. And here it is. The Atlanta Hawks are keeping guard Dejounte Murray. Sources tell ESPN no trade for him. Bang. There it is. There it is. There it is. Not surprised. Been trying to tell everyone that was the likely outcome. And I understand that everyone loves rumors and reports. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself here because, like I said, I've seen things be saying it's not done, and then the last minute something happens. I don't think that's going to be the case here. Reese Murray got a therapy to be great. It's not happening. It doesn't look like. I feel like we have a good enough roster to compete. It just has to be utilized right, and some of the guys have to get comfortable. Wood, Prince off the bench, Gabe healthy. Yep. Kobe celebrating with fans after beating the Celtics would be cool. Hawks keeping Murray official. Yep. Warriors didn't do anything. Wow. So damn, here we go. Expect some run here now. Now Lakers can get Ty Jones. Now they can. It's okay. We're gonna hounds on those buyouts. Yep, I think so. If bought out Morris will go to the Clippers. They miss him. I don't think he goes to the Clippers, man. They were trying to trade him for over a year. I'd be surprised if he goes back there. Hawks flirt with the whole club and walk out. Yep, that's exactly what it is, man. I think no trades will happen. That's it for the deadline. Look, y'all, I really tried to temper expectations when it came to Dejounte Murray. I was kind of labeled the hater. I was labeled, no, it's going to happen. I've heard a lot of different narratives as to why Murray was going to end up a Laker this season. And I challenged all of them just for the simple fact that it never made sense for Atlanta to make a deal for him and settle for less. They gave up 3 first-round picks and a pick swap to get him. It never made sense for them to move him for 1 pick. It just didn't. And now that they've decided to not move him, that's kind of where we are now. That's where we are now. Sham said Spurs buying out Morris. Could see him being a Laker. Yep, I absolutely could. Behind LeBron. Clippers cannot sign Morris. Yeah, there's that too. He makes more than the minimum. More than the mid-level. But I don't think he'd go back there anyways. I had your back. There you go, Tyrone. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm telling you, man, like, I don't have a problem saying that Laker fans that were spoiled and impatient. I got no problem admitting that. Like, I know what it is. I know, but like I said, Murray just never made sense to me, man. Now LeBron's going to leave for nothing. Maybe get Morris on the Lakers team. Again, like, the Lakers didn't have a lot of control over getting Dejounte Murray. They just didn't. At the end of the day, Atlanta had a minimum that they wanted to get for him. And it clearly looks like no team really got involved there. Utah tried to muck things up a little bit and try to scare the Lakers is what they really wanted to do. Because at the end, what they wanted to do is they wanted the Lakers. They look, if we're not getting Dejounte, but Utah's going to get him, then maybe we'll just do the deal with Utah and give up our first. They were trying to bait the Lakers there. They were getting involved in everything. They got involved with Bruce Brown. They got involved with Dejounte Murray. Utah, Danny Ainge wants those Laker picks. He wants them all. Every pick that he can get from the Lakers, he wants. So that's why he's throwing himself into every deal that the Lakers are linked to, hoping to try to bait the Lakers to do a deal with them. That's all it was. Utah was never interested in any of those deals. Now we're definitely spoiled. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. See, thank you, Vegas, Dev. I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm a Laker fan through and through. I bleed purple and gold. But I know that we are an impatient fan base. There are a lot of impatient fan bases. We are not the only one. We are a spoiled fan base that expects to win every year when it's not realistic, all right? A team getting to the Western Conference Finals that started out 2-10 is not an underachievement. So to sit here and play that we only play for championships, well, you're going to be disappointed a lot more than you're happy. I'm going to tell you that right now. As long as we are competing, I'm happy. If we're competing for a championship, if we have a competitive team, I'm happy. I'm happy with that because so many teams go years. I remember that drop between Kobe and LeBron when Kobe was injured and then Kobe left the team, obviously, to do the retirement. I remember those years, man. I'll take a Western Conference Finals 10 times out of 10 than 82 games of purgatory being trash out there with Marshawn Brooks out there representing the purple and gold out there, man. I'll take a Western Conference Finals run any day of the week over that. Y'all tripping with that. LeBron leaving for nothing is wrong. I'm not sure he will. Okay, so Robin Lopez from Milwaukee traded. Let's see. Okay, likely buyout for Marcus Morris, which I think is definitely, like I said, more than likely there. Why are the Kings trading for another center, Robin Lopez? Remember, Angie, I also mentioned that I did think that teams were going to try to add an additional big because if they get to the playoffs and have to face Joker. So I could see teams looking to add an additional big to try to counteract that. So that doesn't surprise me. I'm surprised other teams didn't do that more. Or there's the fact that he could get waived too. But I also think Murray is the new John Collins. But I do think the teams may look to intentionally add another big for Joker. 9 minutes left. Bummed. I feel you. Robin Lopez going to Kings. Yep. He getting bought out. Let's see. Feel like the Mavs got robbed trading Grant and a first-round pick for PJ. No trade like that. But, I mean, Charlotte probably wasn't moving him unless that happened. They had to overpay. LeBron was never felt like a real Laker anyway. He was hired mercenary. I mean, he got us a chip, man. I remember the 90s before Shaq came, still loved those teams. Oh, yeah, for sure. I love those teams, man. There's a fun era between there. They were on their way. I don't know if they would have got a chip, right? But that team was on their way. They were really fun. I loved watching that team. LeBron ain't leaving. Put your butt down. I hope D'Lo continues to play well now that he knows he isn't being traded. What's up, Darren? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. What is the dream buyout scenario for the Lakers? At this point, I don't know. I mean, if Drummond doesn't get traded, maybe him. I don't know. We got to see. Like there's still 5 minutes left here. Still 5 minutes left here. Let's wait to see what happens here at the buzzer of the trade deadline. Something still could happen. Let me see here. Okay, catching up here. Just trying to, man. So 5 more minutes, man. 5 more minutes. Do the Lakers do anything, even if it's just sending out one of their minimums to free up an additional roster spot? Do they do anything? Do they do anything? I'm okay with Robin or Harry Giles as a buyout bigs we can get. They're gonna need one. Yep. Kobe statue reveal. Facts. So couple more minutes here, y'all. And like I said, even up to about 12:05, maybe even a little longer than that. So I don't know if this is no. I don't know about this being a proper source here. So the Raptors are waiving Spencer Dinwiddie. Okay. So he's a guy that's above what teams can get in a buyout market. So his bonus of doing that, they're going to waive him. So that's another buyout candidate for the Lakers. They're being Spence. I'm also seeing here that the Chicago Bulls have pulled Caruso out of trade discussions and are labeled him as untouchable. And like I said, Spencer Dinwiddie is going to be waived by the Toronto Raptors. So there's another potential buyout candidate there for the Lakers. Let's see what happens else in the final stretches here. Okay. Everyone talking about Spence. There's a chance he comes here. We need roster spots. So maybe telling you, maybe Hayes, Wood, or Cam goes out here. We got to wait to see. Okay, the 76ers are trading Jaden Springer. Oh, okay. To the Celtics for a second round pick. Wow. Okay. Jaden Springer for a second. Wow. Okay. Has Philly got something else in the final moment here? Or why they just give him away? Don't know why they would just give him away. So D'Lo and Braun can walk for nothing this summer. Yeah, they could. They could walk, and the Lakers can move Rui and all that, and have a whole bunch of cap space and 3 first-round picks to inherit another star. absolutely could happen. They're getting their picks back. Yeah. Wow. That's what I'm saying. Why would Philly do that? That had me feeling like something else has to be coming. It just does. Man, I don't understand that move for Philly. They just gave him away for 1 second-round pick. In a league where we're seeing guys overpay with second-round picks to compensate for not giving up a first, all it took was one second-round pick to get him. That is a man. I don't know why they did that trade. Some very interesting trades. Very interesting trades indeed. So Raptors buying him out. Yeah, that surprised me about Springer. Absolutely surprised me about Springer. I thought Philly was high on him and really liked him. That's a good pickup for Boston, man. That's a good pickup for Boston, who didn't have much moves to make. And to get him for a second-round pick is pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know why Philly did that deal. Gonna have to wait and see. But here we go. A couple minutes left. Guess those teams like each other. That's funny. Yeah, exactly right. People say, that one is wild. It's not. I don't expect a lot of guys to really know who he is, but that is a pretty good come up for the Celtics for a second round pick. I don't know, like especially for a team that lacks depth. That is a very solid pickup for them. Absolutely. All right. Let's see. So we know Dejounte's not going. We haven't got confirmation that Toronto is keeping Bruce Brown. That hasn't come out yet. Has not come out yet. Do we see something at the end here? Does something happen here with Bruce Brown in the final minute? Does Toronto say, okay, make your final offer. Make your final offer now. Like I said, it can go for a few minutes past the deadline to where things can go into the league before it comes out. Things could still triple in. Let's wait and see where we are after that. But waiting on confirmation for Bruce Brown here and seeing if he indeed does get moved or not. Okay. There it is. Toronto Raptors are keeping Bruce Brown. Per Woj. So there it is. I was waiting on that to come out. And wow. That is somewhat surprising. But like I said, teams did not want to pay the price. And Toronto said, okay, we're cool. And that's it. And that's why the Lakers were standing pat, is because these guys wouldn't come down to the market. Interesting. Okay. So now Toronto has that clubbed option on Bruce. They either opt him out and let him walk, or they opt him in and move him for a bigger deal. Zachary, I'm not really sure yet. We got to see what happens this summer. This summer is huge for the Lakers next 10 years. That's not true, though, Brandon, because the Lakers have turned down multiple deals from the Raptors. Kyle Lowry, last year's trade deadline, the Raptors were trying to get involved with Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. So, again, that's a false narrative. Let's see. There's a difference between a team not meeting the price and a team not wanting to work with someone. Man. Well, I mean, if they feel they got something lined up with those 3 picks, and I know they got their eye on a couple of people, so gotta wait to see what happens now, man. I mean, they could pick up the option, like I said, and then move him in a bigger deal. But yeah, it just this was pretty much, rumors were leaking out in the final hour and a half here that looks like the Lakers were going to stand pat. I am a little surprised that they did absolutely nothing. I'm a little surprised that they didn't send out at least a minimum guy to free up a slot for a buyout, that they're going to potentially buy out someone else to bring in a buyout guy. That has me a little. And the Clippers couldn't find a taker for PJ Tucker either. That was going to be hard to pull off. But Bruce Brown staying. Dejounte Murray staying. Sorry, here comes the Gardner now, right at the moment. I told you eventually this Gardner was going to show up, man. He crawled out of whatever rock he was under. Okay, yeah. So they're announcing that no, the Lakers didn't sneak something here in here at the end. They stood pat, and here we are. I guess the bright side of the thing is we have a full roster to play Denver tonight, and that's just kind of is what it is at this point. But man, this trade deadline was very interesting for a variety of reasons. Both Dejounte Murray. I had Dejounte Murray not getting traded. Like you guys have known that. Anyone who's watched the channel for a while kind of knew I had that. I had Dejounte Murray not getting traded. But I did have Bruce Brown getting traded, so I was wrong there. Definitely thought he would have potentially been moved, and the fact that Andre Drummond wasn't moved, interesting indeed. And then let me see, what's this one? Okay, Boston moves his Leonard Banton to Portland for heavily protected. That's basically just a dump. Philly had extensive conversations with the Bulls about Drummond and the Celtics in the last hour before the trade deadline. The Sixers have now made moves with the Bucks and the Celtics in the final hours prior to. So, yeah, I'm surprised that Chicago did nothing. I'm surprised that the Lakers didn't even get rid of a minimum guy to free up a roster spot for a buyout. I am that's interesting, man. I'm a little surprised that Bruce Brown didn't get moved out of Toronto. I am not surprised that that Dejounte Murray didn't get moved. I'm definitely not surprised there. Can you send your two-way deals to the G League? Your G League people, you can. Let's see. We got to get Spencer. That might be it. Not even making the move to save money. Nope, they didn't. Case closed. We'll see. You would have lost the bet if you thought the Clippers, Lakers, or Bulls would have made move. Oh, yeah, that would have been a crazy parlay. The AD and Braun era is over. Warriors are keeping Chris Paul. This is all nuts. Bulls are just trying to suck. They got to trade everyone eventually. I told you, Reinsdorf, man, like he probably values a couple home games more than he does like the future. Chicago didn't do anything, right? Their asking prices were too high. Yeah, that's probably the biggest shock. Man, you can waive players, Micah, but then you're paying on it. So if you move them out, then it's a little different. Warriors traded Corey Joseph to the Pacers. So the Pacers got a little busy here. So Warriors dump a little salary there unless they're bringing something back. Let's see what that ended up being. Let's see what that ends up being there. Jeff, Lakers lose by 30 versus Nuggets. God, I hope not. I'm gonna be there. That would be terrible. Dinwiddie getting waived more than likely. And yeah, that is where we are now, guys. This is where we are. This is who we are. This is the team going forward, minus any buyout additions. They keep their first round pick that they are eligible to trade this year, and they go into the summer with 3 first round picks able to move for a potential all-star caliber player. So gonna have to wait it out and see now. This is who we are. This team is who we are right now. Okay, that's finishing up some bookkeeping there on the ones for the Dallas trade. So I know there's going to be plenty of people upset, man. I know there's going to be a ton of heat coming the Lakers' way right now, but now it's just waiting to see what the buyout is. The Lakers apparently, value the summer, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens. I am a little surprised, like I said, that they did absolutely nothing. I thought something smaller would have happened with maybe, like I said, one of the minimum guys going out. But we're here now. Now it's time to see what happens next. Let's see. Black Mama says, told you, Jeff, I knew the Lakers was waiting for the buyout when we heard they were trying to get someone big this summer. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's always an option. But like I said, even not moving a second, a minimum guy to free up a spot was interesting to me. So that I don't quite get. Get ready for a mediocre season moving forward. We'll have to see. Glad the Lakers stood pat. They're just starting to gel again, hoping they get Dinwiddie in a big. Yeah, I'm not hating that. Like I said, Dinwiddie, Marcus Morris wouldn't be bad. Pelinka should go into witness protection. I'm just upset that we didn't clear at least one spot. That's where I'm at, Angie. Like, I thought we would at least cleared up one roster spot. So Spencer, because you got to remember, Nicholas, a lot of these guys aren't eligible to sign elsewhere. So the Lakers will get someone. They might get a couple guys because someone like Spencer Dinwiddie, Marcus Morris, they can't go to a lot of these contenders. They can't go there. So the CBA prevents it. So the Lakers will be in play for buyout guys. So just gonna have to wait to see which ones and how that all works out. But that's it, man. That is it. The 2024 NBA trade deadline has come and gone. One of the for a variety of reasons, one of the many least exciting ones that we've seen. leading up, because like I said, we had multiple deals that were done prior. We had some earlier in the week, starting with yesterday and the day before, and then today in the morning, the fury of moves this morning. No major person moved during the trade deadline, but here we are at this point. We are who we are at this point. They should have moved to another day. Fans are bummed. No. The Kobe is going to out. Kobe ceremony is going to be way bigger than anything that happened today. Still optimistic, but they should have cleared Gabe or Hayes. I'm sure they tried to move Gabe, but they couldn't make a deal work. But Hayes, and again, maybe they're like, okay, we'll take it, but we want 4 or 5 seconds, or we're like, every second you have available. And the Lakers just didn't seem willing to make that type of move. So gonna have to wait to see. Man. 1 second. Sorry, my Garner is setting off my cameras crazily right now, so my phone is going ballistic with alerts. But yeah, just crazy that they didn't get that even clear up a spot. There's a reason why organizations like the Bulls and Raptors can't get over the hump. They can't get out of their own way. Yeah, right. I don't understand. Like Drummond is a free agent at the end of the year. Like, how do you not move him for something? Let's say they just didn't want the money coming back that was being offered for him, which doesn't make any sense. He's like basically a minimum guy. This doesn't make any sense why they didn't move him, unless they're couldn't find a trade that they liked, that he liked. And maybe they're just gonna do right by him and buy him out, which would still be foolish, because get something for him and let that other team like it just doesn't make sense to me. What's your thought on Killian Hayes? Never really watched him. Potential, but I don't know how much run he'd get with this team right now, right? So where sucks. This is what it's come down to. So Washington managed to do today what it couldn't do all last summer when trading away Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis. The Wizards secured an outright first-round pick for Daniel Gafford. It's true, man. It's crazy. I have Tyus Jones not moved either. Maybe he becomes a buyout candidate. Keep that in mind, because I don't think even Bogey would have been nice for those 2 seconds. Yeah, but they didn't have the players Pistons wanted. So maybe, man, is there a chance that Tyus gets bought out? I don't know. Like, he didn't get traded. Maybe they're not planning on re-signing him. So maybe he gets bought out. So we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. But I've gone 2.5 hours here, guys. Man, excited to spend the morning with you. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for now. Maybe back with another video in a bit. I need to go get something to eat, man. I'm hungry. Need to get out of here for a bit. Been doing this since about 9:30. So I'll be back with you guys at some point today. Definitely appreciate you guys for the support. If you guys haven't done so already, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Make sure to go over to playback.tv/EmpireJeffTV and become a member over there. I'm going to have some live games coming for you soon. But appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, Vegas Dev. Thanks for being a member, bro. Appreciate you guys pulling up with your boy, man. This is the most views we've ever had on our channel. We topped that at about 250 at one point. So appreciate you guys, man, for all the time spent here. Like I said, roughly 2.5 hours here after 3 hours of last night. So about 5.5 hours of content here in the last 2 days. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I appreciate you guys. Drop a like on the video on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections. I'll catch you guys in a bit. I know you're frustrated with the Lakers, but here comes the buyout market, and let's see what we can get. Y'all have a good day. Go Lakers tonight, man. Kobe statue ceremony tonight. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see what that statue looks like. And God bless the memory of Kobe Bryant. Go Lakers. Let's get this win against the Nuggets. Y'all have a good one. I will catch you guys on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys.